Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you 50 DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor crafts. So this is a binge-worthy crafting video. I'd love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. This is episode 13 of my huge I Love Christmas series. You guys have so many projects to share with you, but in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a compilation of all of the DIYs we have done so far for the 2019 season, all in one video. So get ready, you guys, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take a Dollar Tree beach ball and a Dollar Tree baby blanket, and I'm just going to wrap the beach ball with the baby blanket, and then I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to tie the top. So I just wrapped the pipe cleaner around the top, and then I twisted it about 2 to 3 times, and then you're going to want to cut off the excess of your fleece baby blanket. I did save that excess for a future DIY. You guys know me, I love to recycle and reuse. So I'm also using up some ribbon from my ribbon stash. This is just some burlap ribbon that I looped together, and then I'm using some Dollar Tree silver ribbon. Again, I'm just taking it and looping it over on itself and using the pipe cleaner to twist them together. Then I want to take some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon that I hauled from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to make a small Olivia bow. So you just take your ribbon and you loop it over on itself. Make sure you have 2 loops on each side and then trim it off, and then I'm just going to tie it on to this entire lovely little bow here. So you guys get creative with this. Use whatever kind of fabric you have in your crafty fabric stash, and also this is a great way to repurpose and reuse ribbons. So I put a big giant bow on one side, and then I'm adding another Olivia bow to the other side. So you just loop the ribbon over on itself a couple of times here, pinch it together in the middle with some pipe cleaners, and voila, you have another ribbon for the other side of your oversized ornament. And I'm just using the pipe cleaner to tie it on. You can also hot glue it or use floral wire as well. The next step in creating our oh so fabulous ornament is to add some sprigs of evergreen. Dollar Tree sells evergreen, or you can also use an old Christmas tree branch like I'm using. And I'm just using this to kind of fill in and around some of the dead spaces, just to give it some fullness and that extra razzle dazzle that you guys know that I love to do. I'm also taking some of those Dollar Tree silver mini ornaments, and I'm going to use these to pop in to just give them a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. You guys know me, I love my sparkle and shine, and look at how fabulous this turned out. This is such a great way to repurpose and reuse some things that you may already have. Some beach balls from the summer, some old fabric, and some ribbons that you guys may have left over in your craft stash as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to create another fabulous ornament. This time I'm going to use one of those Dollar Tree carvable pumpkins. So I removed the top, and then I poked a hole in the top of this pumpkin, and then I'm just going to take the scarf. This is a Dollar Tree scarf. It's a really cute little buffalo check plaid scarf, but again, you guys use whatever fabric you have in your stash. So I just went ahead and use the buffalo check plaid scarf all over the entire pumpkin, and then I'm using some of this cute little Dollar Tree ho 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 ribbon. I'm going to create a double layered Olivia bow. Just take that ribbon, loop it over on itself to where you have 2 loops on each side, and then you'll just pinch it in the center with that pipe cleaner, and that's going to create your fun and fabulous bow. Now, the secret to my bows are definitely loads of fluffing. Now I just want to take and fill in the center part of my carvable pumpkin slash a fabulous ornament with some evergreen branches. Again, Dollar Tree does have the little evergreen branches, or you can use an old Christmas tree branch, and that works just perfectly. So go ahead and add loads of little evergreen sprigs to the top, and then you can hot glue your bow to one side. Now, I love loved how this looked as it was coming along, but you guys know me, I have to go super extra. So I decided to add another bow to the other side. This is again a double layered Olivia bow, and I just went ahead and added that pipe cleaner to the center. I did notch it just a little bit. That helps you kind of fluff it. I do have a big bow tutorial if you guys want to check that out. So I'm just going to add the bow to this side using some hot glue, and then I grabbed one of those little red truck ornaments again that I hauled in my last Dollar Tree haul. If you guys need to know kind of some of the craft supplies that I'm going to be using for upcoming DIYs, definitely check that video out. It will be linked in the I Love Christmas series down below. So I also decided to go a little bit extra and use the rest of this ribbon, and I just kind of made a little loop here and hot glued it onto the base, and then I added some evergreen. I wanted to kind of extend this ornament out to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, to kind of distract maybe from the pumpkin-y shape of it, but really it was just kind of more of an oval. And then I also had some of this Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon in my stash. I went ahead and added that in as well, and I think this just came out so absolutely over the moon fabulous. Absolutely perfect if you guys are decorating in kind of that rustic farmhouse look. And also, if you guys did not find the buffalo check plaid scarves at Dollar Tree, Walmart does have a lot of that buffalo check plaid fabric in their stores right now. So here it is on the tree. I had this on my flocked Christmas tree. Again, I did buy this Christmas tree at Walmart, but it looked just perfectly all nestled down in, and these larger ornaments are absolutely amazing to fill out your Christmas tree decor. So for the next Dollar Tree Christmas DIY, we're going to create a fabulous, sparkling, girly glam ornament. I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree jumbo ornaments, and then I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree gold glitter ribbon. I'm going to create a large bow. Again, this is one of those Olivia bows, and I refer to it as Olivia bow just so you guys can kind of know, if you've been following me, how I make these bows. Super easy. You just loop it over on itself, twist tie the center, and then pull those little loops out. And then I do love to dovetail my ends by cutting the little triangle. I think that gives it a really nice boutique finish. So I went ahead and hot glued that on, and a lovely subscriber sent this beautiful pink sparkling ribbon to me. Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. I hated to almost to use it. Do you guys do that? Do you like to hoard up your prettiest ribbon? But I thought it would be perfect for this because I am going to do a pastel tree somewhere in my house. I'm not for sure, but I did go ahead and add another Olivia bow with that pink ribbon, and then I'm just adding some evergreen into the center. I was really hoping that this would go for kind of that really beautiful Victorian-esque, how they have those big fancy ornaments. And then I'm taking some of that Dollar Tree. This is the Peace and Joy ribbon, and I'm making a really small little thin Olivia bow with this, and this is great to layer into projects to give them, again, a little bit of added dimension with just that smaller pretty ribbon. So I went ahead and added it to one side, and then I decided also to make some more loops and add it to the other side just to give it that big overflowing package feel. And then I had some Dollar Tree green berries, so I added some green berries into the center as well. Again, the sky is the limit. I love to dig into my craft stash when I'm making these style of ornaments and really go to town. You guys could add really cool vintage jewels. You could add more ornaments like I am. So I'm taking some of those Dollar Tree gold mini ornaments and I'm adding those in. Those are a really fun way. I think there's 10 to 12 in a package of these, and they're really great to add to smaller arrangements or ornaments or just whatever suits your fancy, but they really give that pop of sparkle and shine, and they make a great filler. So here it is. Oh, so gorgeous and fabulous, you guys. I'm so totally crushing on this one. It's so beautiful and pink and perfect if you're decorating for that kind of girly glam with that shabby chic aesthetic. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse some of the velvet pumpkins that I bought a couple too many of. So I'm taking that fleece baby blanket again. I had some more of these in my stash, and I just want to go ahead and wrap this beautiful little velvet pumpkin. Now, I'm really excited to let you guys know too, no velvet pumpkins were harmed in this DIY. And if you want to go back to the velvet pumpkins at the end of the holiday season, all you would have to do would be to just unwrap the little twist tie. The velvet or the baby blanket might not be in the best of shape if you glue on top of it, but you still have your beautiful pumpkin underneath. Just a little side note if you guys are crazy crafter recyclers like me. So I did add some of that Dollar Tree little burlap fall ribbon and then just some more sprigs of greenery. I really wanted to make a rustic looking ornament for this one. I think these pumpkins really are a really nice size, and again, I really recommend doing some of these larger ornaments if you like to decorate and have a really big full tree, because they're really going to bring the wow factor. And again, you guys can really reuse some of the crafts that are in your stash. So you can see now I'm just using another pipe cleaner on the other side. I was trying to kind of challenge myself to use the least amount of hot glue on this one. So I'm just using that pipe cleaner to wrap the little burlap onto this ornament, and then I'm going to go ahead and just trim that off. And then I did go ahead and add in some evergreen, again just wrapping it with the little pipe cleaner. And that worked pretty well. It probably would have helped too if I would have had maybe green pipe cleaners, because then I had that white kind of pipe cleaner left popping out. So you can also take a little ornament hanger and pop that into the fleece. It goes really well in there, and then you'll have a little hanger for the top of your ornament. Or if you're like me, sometimes I'll just gently set my ornaments down into the tree. So again, I'm making a little double layered Olivia bow. You just take that ribbon, loop it over on itself twice, pinch it in the center, and then wrap it with that pipe cleaner, and then you'll just fluff those little loops out, add a dab of hot glue, and you're good to go. I love this ribbon. The buffalo check plaid ribbon is from Hobby Lobby. I also know that I have been having some of you guys tell me that they have it at Walmart, so comment and let me know if you've seen it at Walmart, and if so, how much is it? So Dollar Tree also carries these really cute little pom-poms. I did pick up a package for some of my DIY projects. I was looking at using red for some red berries, but I decided to go still with more of the neutral theme, because I do know I'm going to do a buffalo check plaid neutral tree. I will do a traditional red tree as well, but I just thought for this one it'd be really cute to use the little white pom-poms, almost like it's like little snowballs in there. So that would also be cute to do a snowball tree. Comment and let me know also, how many Christmas trees do you guys decorate with in your home? The sky is the limit in my head and my heart. I just don't think I would have like enough room to decorate every single room, but I don't know, you guys, this might be the year I just really go to town and do a ton of Christmas trees. So for the next Dollar Tree Christmas DIY, I'm going to wrap another one of those velvet pumpkins. This time I'm using some of that buffalo check plaid fabric that I had left over from recovering my chair. Again, I got this fabric at Walmart. I did have some questions about the fabric. It is a little bit thin, but you could not see the color of the velvet pumpkin underneath. And again, no velvet pumpkin was harmed in the making of this little Christmas ornament. I did add some of that Dollar Tree burlap to the top, and then I'm just hot gluing some little sprigs of evergreen. This is definitely going to go on my cute little Farmhouse Glam girl tree that I'm going to be creating. I'm really excited to decorate for Christmas this year. So again, I'm just popping in some evergreen and I'm hot gluing, and then just adding the sprigs of evergreen in and around the top of this. I thought this was so cute, and you know, I think it would be really fun to do one of these for maybe a friend for their office, or maybe a teacher for her desk. I think that would be super fun, because these little pumpkins sit flat, so they can act as an ornament, but they can also sit flat, so you could almost make them into a really cool holiday arrangement. I did add another bow to the other side of this, because you guys know me, I love big bows and I cannot lie. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY Christmas ornament, I am going to do the same thing again, just cover this with that
fleece baby blanket, but this time I want to go for a Glam girl ornament. So I'm using some of the Dollar Tree silver ribbon. I'm making a double layered Olivia bow. Again, just 2 layers, pinch it in the center, and then add your little pipe cleaner. I want to go totally glam for this one with lots of sparkle and shine, which I do love to do some glam at Christmas time. You guys, definitely, I would love to hear what your style is for Christmas. Do you love glam? Do you love farmhouse, shabby chic? Red, traditional. There's so many styles out there. I just think it's such a fun time of year to decorate. So I did 2 double layered Olivia bows on either side of this little Glam Girl ornament, and then I'm just pulling out the loops to give it that nice kind of full pretty appearance. And then I'm adding a large dollop of hot glue, and I'm using some of the silver Dollar Tree mini ornaments, and I'm just popping them in everywhere that I feel like it needs that little extra razzle dazzle sparkle and shine, mainly too to kind of cover up the top where you can see that extra bunching of fabric, because we want it to really look like an over-the-top boutique gorgeous ornament. So I'm also adding in a little bit more evergreen in around the top. I didn't have any white evergreen on hand, but I think that would be really pretty for a glam girl look. And then I'm adding in some sparkling little jewels. I get my little jewels at Walmart. They're just fake diamond little things, but they really razzle dazzle up a project. And I think this farmhouse chic glam look is definitely what I'm going to be in the mood for the holidays. If you guys can see some of my ornaments back over there, those are those Dollar Tree ornaments. I think they look really pretty in with the look of this soft kind of farmhouse, you know, just a little bit of rustic, a little bit of sparkle and shine. I think you can totally get away with it in the holiday time frame. And then here is another peek at that pretty pink ornament that we did. Oh my goodness, I love this one too. I love these soft colors. They're so vintage, kind of Victorian feeling. And then again, here is that fun kind of rustic look with that farmhouse chic. Definitely going to be hot this year. And then I love all these traditional colors as well. How cute does this red pop against this flocked tree? Oh my goodness, I am over the moon excited for Christmas this year, you guys. I just absolutely cannot wait.
You guys, I love to get a jump start on Christmas. I make the majority of my home decor handmade, so it's never too early to start up your Christmas crafts. Now, if you're totally jamming out on fall, I get you. I have over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs that I did for fall for the 2019 season, as well as Halloween DIYs. I'm gonna link the huge I Love Fall playlist down below. Click on it. It will take you back through all of the fall and Halloween decor DIYs that we did. I also have a huge I Love Christmas series playlist as well. If you guys are jamming out on Christmas and crafting and you need to get inspired, I'm gonna link that huge I Love Christmas series down below as well. So without further ado, it is time to plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
So I found this beautiful wreath on the Pier 1 website. It was $59.99, and I decided that we could create one using Dollar Tree items. So we're going to use several bundles of those Dollar Tree shatterproof ornaments, and we're going to take a piece of that Dollar Tree floral wire, and we're just going to string the ornaments onto the floral wire. Now, sometimes the ornaments will pop off the top, so you could always add a little bit of hot glue to the tops of the ornaments if you needed to. So what you guys can see is I'm just going every other one. I'm stringing on the sparkly ones and then just the matte colored ones. And you guys could also use the red Dollar Tree shatterproof ornaments if you want to do it exactly like the one on the Pier 1 website. But I love these Dollar Tree champagne ornaments. I think they're beautiful and just oh so perfect for a bit of a sparkle and shine if you're going for a bit of a glam Christmas. Now you guys can see I'm also securing these in here by just adding a couple more of the ornaments to kind of fill in any blank spaces, and just get creative with this and also be patient. They tend to kind of pop off, So I decided to add some of these little Dollar Tree poinsettia clips to the center. That's going to secure them even a little bit more. If you guys have any tips for me on this, definitely let me know, because I did have some of them pop off and that was kind of a little bit irritating, but it was well worth it in the end. I can't wait till you guys see the finished product. So here it is after I have the ornaments on and the little poinsettia clips. Now we're just going to take two of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees, and we're going to use these Christmas trees to create our evergreen wreath base. So what you want to do is use the Christmas tree at the top and then some of those little Dollar Tree wire garland picks, and you're just going to take the wire garland picks and wire your Christmas tree right on to your wreath form. It's super easy. You can just choose really any spot. You want to add about 3 of the picks to wire it on. That way it makes it nice secure, because you don't want your little Christmas trees to pop off. You can also use the Christmas tree limbs and kind of bundle them around the wire wreath form as well. So this is what your wreath should look like on one side after you've added the Christmas tree to one side. And we are going to fill in some of those blank spaces with some more of those little wired garland greenery pieces. So now we're going to take the other Dollar Tree tree and we're just going to wire that on again with those garland pieces. I love these little wired garland pieces. I never used any of them last year, but I am going to use the heck out of them this year. They were so handy, and there was 10, I believe, in a pack. So now I'm taking some of the extra ones that I had left over in that pack, and I'm just adding some hot glue in and around the ornaments to kind of secure them in just a little bit more, and then popping some of that evergreen in as well. Here is what it should look like after you're finished with that process, and you guys totally get creative with this. Add whatever colors you want. If you love pink glam Christmas, do pink glam. If you love farmhouse, go for kind of a farmhouse Christmas. Now we're going to make an Olivia bow for the top. So you're going to take your Dollar Tree silver ribbon and you're just going to loop it over on itself. And I wanted to make this nice and slow because I wanted everybody to kind of see the process. So you just loop your ribbon over on itself several times until you see 2 loops on either side of your bow, and you're going to fold it in the center, and then you can take a pipe cleaner and you'll just pipe cleaner it together. So we want to make a triple layered Olivia bow here, and I didn't notch the ribbon because this is going to be a larger bow and I don't feel like it needed to be notched, and it also might help some of you guys in the ribbon bow making process. So again, we're doing this again the exact same way. We're just looping the ribbon over on itself. Now I am using this thinner kind of sheer ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I picked this up in a huge pack so I could do a ton of DIYs for you guys. Again, you just do 2 loops on each side, and then you're going to fold it in the center to find your center, and then we're just going to add that on to the pipe cleaner. So I'm untwisting that first pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to add this one back on and then give it a little bit of a twist, and then we're going to add one more layer. So this is a little bit of a thinner silver ribbon, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just looping it over on itself, and then I'm going to loop it over on itself again, and then loop it over on itself again. And also I wanted to let you know that the length of the measurements of this ribbon was 14 inches for the first layer, and then 13 inches for the next layer, and then 12 inches for that last layer. Now usually I don't get very precise about my bows, but I really wanted this bow to be the centerpiece focal point of this wreath, kind of like it was on that Pier 1 wreath. So now we're just going to take the pipe cleaner and we're going to wire our beautiful bow on, and this is my favorite part in the whole wide world when it comes to the fluffing time. So really give your bow a really nice fluffing to make it really boutique gorgeous. Okay, so here is our beautiful wreath, and I decided to go ahead and add tails to each side of the wreath. So I'm just taking 2 pieces of ribbon, and they're cut kind of long, and then I'm just adding them over to each side of my wreath, and you can see them kind of trailing down. This step is definitely optional. Do what is in your budget, and then you could just kind of take it and curl it up. You could also wind it in and out of the greenery, but I just chose to kind of loosely curl these. I thought it looked really pretty. Comment and let me know if you guys have any questions on how to create this bow or how we made this wreath. I wanted to make this tutorial very easy for you guys and hopefully very informative, but I really love how this came out. It's so soft and elegant. I'm definitely going to keep it in my Christmas studio for now. I cannot wait to begin decorating my home for Christmas. So here is another shot of it. I just think it really came out fabulous. It's very, very budget friendly. And of course, you guys remember to use what's in your stash as far as ribbon is concerned and also what your budget allows. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create an adorable snowman out of one of those Dollar Tree pumpkin Halloween topiary signs. So I'm just taking some white paint and I want to cover my entire snowman form with white paint. And I did do 2 coats of white paint, and then I just picked up one of those felt ornament kits and I went ahead and added in the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and then the little snowman arms. Now you guys could definitely use whatever felt or fabric that you have at home. I also wanted to let you know I reinforced the arms with some popsicle sticks back behind that felt, and then I'm just painting the little snowman hat black. Again, you guys paint it pink, blue, orange, green, purple, whatever color you want your snow person to be. So now I'm just taking and I'm adding in some Mod Podge to the front of my little snowman, and I'm adding some Epsom salt on the top of that. I really wanted to make him or her glitter up and sparkle and shine. I think this is definitely going to be a snow lady because I did go pretty over the top with the bow. So I'm taking some of those little Dollar Tree snowflake ornaments and I'm using that for the button just to kind of doll it up just a bit. And then I wanted to go ahead and add a little scarf. I'm using some of that buffalo check plaid fabric. I thought this was absolutely adorable. I just tied it around her neck, and then I did go ahead and scissor it in the center, and then I kind of decided that wasn't the way I wanted to go, but I ended up making some little yarn bobs for the end, so it ended up being perfect. Now I'm just adding a cute little bow to the top of her hat. Again, you guys get creative. Use whatever you have and whatever colors you're going to be doing for this season. I added in some of those sweet little Dollar Tree green berries to the top of her hat to give it kind of a bit of a dolled up look. And then I'm just making some little yarn puffs. You just take yarn. I found this yarn at the thrift store. You wind it around your finger, and then all you have to do is take it off of your finger after you wind it around many, many, many times here. And then I do also use yarn. I'll just tie it in the center, and then to make the little puffy ball, you're just going to cut that yarn. And so I added little puffy yarn balls to the end of the little scarf, and then also to her hat, just to give her some added detail. And then I added some green berries to the center of her little snowflake button ornaments. But look at how adorable she came out. It's a beautiful sign. You guys could use this next to your Christmas tree and any lovely holiday decor. And what I love about this is the colors are a bit muted and neutral, so it will transition into after Christmas as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a super adorable little gnome. Now I repurposed the base of this gnome. It was a Dollar Tree little candle holder, and then I'm taking one of those pieces of styrofoam that you can find at Dollar Tree in this kind of cone shape, and then I'm just using one of those Dollar Tree baby blankets, and I'm going to wrap it around the base of my little cone. I also did poke a hole in the top of my styrofoam cone, and that's where I'm going to push the excess fabric into. So you're just going to hot glue around the base of your cone, and then you're just going to go ahead and fold the fabric under to make a nice little clean edge. So this is really fun and really easy, and you can always fix any mistakes with just a dab of ribbon if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and take and hot glue the little edges here and make sure it's nice and pretty, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it and up at the top top, again, like I said, I poked a little hole in the top, and that made it just the perfect spot to go ahead and push that extra fabric through. Check this out. I just love it when DIYs work out well. Comment and let me know if you guys are with me on that. Sometimes it can get a little wacky. So now I'm just using some Mod Podge, and I'm covering the base of that candle holder. This was just a fall candle holder that I had left over. I didn't end up using it, so I just painted it white with several coats of white paint, and now I really want to dull it up, so I'm going to add some Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add Epsom salt over that because I want the little gnome to kind of appear to be like a little snowy gnome. I went to a boutique over the weekend and found the most beautiful gnomes, and so I'm actually creating this for my daughter for her bedroom. So I'm just adding some hot glue to the top of my little votive candle holder, and then I'm adding my little cone to the top of that, and then I did add some of those little Dollar Tree white pom-poms for the top of the little gnome's hat, and then I had to add the little gnome nose right here with another little pom-pom. Now to make the gnome's beard, I just cut a piece of cardboard and I'm wrapping this little thrift store yarn around it. This is just some white yarn I found at the thrift store. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off now that I wrapped it around many times, and then I'm going to cut one side, and that's going to be the little gnome's beard. And then I'm going to take another piece of yarn and tie that off. And these are so fun to make. You guys could totally make these with your kiddos or your grandkids, or just for your home if you guys are into the little gnome look. I think it came out so adorable, and they are definitely hot this season. I've seen gnomes everywhere at TJ Maxx and the boutique stores, and they're definitely a bit pricey, so definitely making your own is well worth it. So I just added some little gnome arms with the little puffy balls, and here it is. I think it's so absolutely cute and adorable, and again, you guys could customize this to whatever colors you love and whatever colors you're using for this season. I think it looks so adorable with my little snow lady. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take an extra happy fall sign that I had left over, and I just went ahead and painted this entire fall sign white. I did accidentally lose the original painting footage of this, but just go ahead and paint it all white all the way around the entire sign, and then leave your little red truck unpainted, or you guys could paint it pink or orange or green or purple, whatever you love. And then I'm adding some Mod Podge, and then again another little layer of Epsom salt. That's going to give it kind of that really pretty snowy look. I created a double layered Olivia bow, and then I am adding that to the top of this sign. I wanted it to cover over those Hello Fall letters, and I want to use this actually as kind of like a large oversized ornament on my tree. I found this huge Christmas tree this weekend at the thrift store, and so I'm going to need some really large ornaments for it. It was only $10. It was a steal of a deal. Now none of the lights worked, but anyway, back to the DIY. So I did add some ornaments into the center of this just to kind of give it a little bit of a glam sparkling look. I'm really going for a glam chic with a bit of a rustic farmhouse thrown in there. And here it is on my flocked tree. I think it's absolutely fabulous and oh so adorable, and a great way to repurpose and reuse some of your fall decor. Maybe you bought a couple of extra signs, or maybe you have some little red truck decor that could use some dolling up. So here it is, oh so fabulous and ready for a sparkling Christmas. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm just taking a toilet paper roll, and then I'm using some of that extra Dollar Tree baby blanket, and I want to create a cute little kind of sparkling candy cane present. So I just wrapped the fabric around the toilet paper roll, and these are super fun to make. They make great ornaments. You can even make them into poppers if you wanted, and I'm just tying off the end on each side with some of that extra yarn that I had, and then I did go ahead and make some yarn poofy balls or some little yarn pom-poms. That's what they should be called. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make those pom-poms by wrapping it around my hand a gazillion times, and then I'm going to pull it off, cut that at the end, and then tie the center. This is how I make my pom-poms. Comment and let me know if you guys have a different way, or I would love to hear how you guys make them. And then I just trim off each side, and voila, there we have it. We have a fabulous and gorgeous little pom-pom, and it's going to go perfectly on the end of this fake present. Now again, I really want to find a way to make lots of homemade ornaments for this season to decorate my tree. So I thought this was really fun and a great way to repurpose and reuse fabrics and toilet paper rolls. So now I'm just making a cute little bow with this candy cane ribbon that I found at Dollar Tree. I love this. I think it's so beautiful and it adds just that perfect subtle pop of color that I'm going to be going for. And so I did add one to each side, and then I added some of those little tiny Dollar Tree pom-poms to the center. And here it is in my little frosted tree. I think it came out so beautiful. I even thought I could add something to the center of this, but I wasn't for sure. Comment and let me know if you guys have any ideas about what would be cute in the center of that package. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking some of those little wired garland pieces again that you guys know I'm totally crushing on right now, and I just added 3 to the center of this, and then I'm going to twist tie it in the center with one of those little twist ties. And then I'm taking some of those little Dollar Tree straws. I like these little candy cane colors, but they do come in all different kinds. You can see them at party supply stores, at Dollar Tree, at the Target Dollar Spot. So I just twist tied that onto here, and then I'm going to take one of those peace. They have peace, joy, and I can't remember the other saying, but they have those little letters and words again at Dollar Tree. I love this piece. I just think that's so simple and so sweet. And then I added this beautiful little ribbon to the bottom, again to kind of give it that pop of color with a little bit of candy cane theme. This would be fun if you guys are doing a candy cane themed tree, or you just want some, add some pops of red. And then I'm adding in some more little straws to the top. So I think total I used 2 to 3 straws maybe. Again, just to add some more dimension to the top of this ornament, and voila, here we go. We have a beautiful little peace ornament. You could also repurpose and reuse some of your signs from fall. I know I have some I didn't use. I believe harvest and thankful and welcome. Those would make really fun ornaments, I think, and you could pass that off for Christmas. And here it is on the Christmas tree. I think it's looking oh so fabulous. So here are our beautiful sparkling ornaments. I hope you guys love this, and as always, please, please, please comment and let me know which one is your favorite and which one are you going to recreate. I always love to hear what catches your eye and what you guys think that you could be up for doing. So anyway, thank you guys again, and I just love you so, so, so much.
Okay, you guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I found this little white and tailor shirt. It is a great little basic to have. And then I found these cute little kind of fitted jeans at the Goodwill. Of course, I have to have my Crocs because I have neuropathy in my feet. And then you guys have probably seen me wear these earrings a million times, but I love them. They're larger, but they're super lightweight and comfortable, and I like how they have a good contrast against my hair. And finally, my hair is curling again. I cut it a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of hard to curl with my hot rollers because I put like a lot of layers in it. But anyway, I do have a DIY hair and makeup and nails video if you guys want to check that out. I am no beauty guru. I'm just a mama who does all her stuff at home. So there's my little thrift store outfit of the day, y'all. Time to hop
For the first Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a really adorable Santa Please Stop Here sign. So I'm taking one of those little Santa Stop Here templates from Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking some Scotch tape and I'm taping it to this little piece of canvas. You could also repurpose and reuse one of those Dollar Tree seasonal signs by painting it white. And then I'm taking some red spray paint, and I'm just going to spray paint over the entire template. You guys could also just use regular craft paint. So here it is after I spray painted it. Now I'm going for kind of that vintage look with this. So I'm just adding some white paint, and I added a huge dollop to the top of this, and I will tell you I probably should have just added it to a plate and painted from there, but I wanted to go ahead and get to work on this. So I went ahead and used the white paint, and I went all the way around it, and then I'm adding back in some brown paint to kind of give it just that vintage look, maybe like it was a little bit of wood. I'm not totally for sure, but I just wasn't crazy about the amount of red thread that came out. And the spray paint also was a gloss spray paint. Don't use gloss spray paint, use a matte spray paint. But again, I robbed it from Mr. Romantic spray paint stash, and this was all we had on hand. So I just wanted to kind of use what I had. So here I am just going ahead and just kind of using some paint to go in and around the entire sign. And then I want to go ahead and take some really adorable candy stripe ribbon. I found this at Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree also does carry a pretty little candy striped ribbon as well. So I'm just going to take this ribbon and I'm going to hot glue around the little sign to kind of give it a little bit of a frame. So now I'm just going to cut the ribbon in half because I didn't want to waste it. So I'm just going to hot glue all the way around the edge, and then I'm going to add the super adorable little candy stripe ribbon around the edge of this. Again, I really wanted this to feel almost like a kiddo had written a letter to Santa, but I wanted to go above our cookies and milk. We always leave out cookies and milk for Santa Claus, and we also have a Santa Pops that visits the house on Christmas Eve, which is pretty fantastic as well. I'll try to definitely share some footage of our Santa Pops. He was at our house last year baking with the kids, so Santa Pops is a pretty fabulous addition to our Christmas. So anyway, I'm just going ahead and edging this again with that really cute little candy stripe ribbon, and then I did go ahead and edge the top as well. Again, you guys get creative with this. You could also use any color that you're going for your decor. So if you're doing muted colors, you could do grays, you could do pinks, you could do purples, oranges, whatever decor style you have for Christmas. Definitely use those type of ribbons and colors. And just remember, have fun with this. Try not to be too super perfect. At first, I was a little nervous about this DIY, but as I kept on crafting, I feel like it was kind of like a Bob Ross painting. It was kind of like a little bit of a happy little accident. So anyway, comment and let me know if you guys know where I'm coming from with that. So a couple of months ago, actually, I had also picked up this super adorable little Hobby Lobby vintage Santa print paper. I knew I would use it for the holidays, and it was only $1/4. So definitely check out their little scrap paper. So I went ahead and cut out 2 of the vintage Santas. Again, you guys could use pretty much any little holiday cutout that you have on hand. And I just went ahead and glued the little vintage Santa to the top here. Again, I really wanted to kind of look kind of vintage chic, that maybe, you know, any age could do something like this. Comment and let me know, how am I doing here with this? So here it is after the whole shindig, and we got it ready to roll. I did go ahead and add into these little bows. They had some kind of evergreen sprouting off the side of it. They were actually off of my Dollar Tree deer reindeer ornaments. I'm using them in a different DIY, but of course I love to repurpose and reuse, and actually I feel like this gave it a really cute little vintage touch, and voila, here we go. Santa, please stop here at our house. Definitely hoping for that. So for Santa, we'd love to set out milk and cookies and even some hot cocoa, and oh my goodness, it looks like Santa found some of my cookies, so maybe he actually is going to be stopping here again for the holidays, not just to be munching on my cookies. So check this out. This is so adorable, and I'm so excited for just these fun DIYs. So now I have to tidy up my area, and I am crushing on this acorn spice from Mrs. Meyer's. I get it off the Grove Collaborative website, and I do have a 5-piece free gift set. If you guys want to check that out, it'll be linked in the description box below. So now I'm just going to take my little Santa. This is just a little planter type pail that I found at Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to take 2 of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees. This is a secret little way that I love to make the Dollar Tree Christmas trees appear just a little bit fuller. Just take them, pop them in some styrofoam, whatever container you love, and then take them and kind of wind them around each other, and that gives the appearance that they're just a little bit bigger. And I did have to reposition this as well, and I did hot glue the styrofoam to the base of the little Santa pail. So I'm really loving this so far, and this is a super fun little idea for a kid's room, or just maybe a smaller space, a kitchen counter or your office, or whatever floats your boat. So now I did go ahead and use some of that Dollar Tree candy stripe mesh, and I'm just cutting 16-inch pieces. What I want to do is create some little poofs to kind of tie into this tree to really doll it up and kick it up a notch. These would also be really fun to make if you guys are doing craft fairs or for a little teacher gift. They would be great for a little classroom. So just take and roll your mesh bundles into just little curls. So you just take and you curl them up. It's super easy. And then you take a pipe cleaner and you're just going to pipe cleaner them right onto your Christmas tree. And don't be afraid of that deco mesh, you guys. I promise it's super forgiving. You can't go wrong with this, especially when you just do the rolls. You guys can see I'm just taking it and rolling it into a little curl and then pinching it between my fingers, add a little pipe cleaner, and voila, you have a ton of fun little dazzling poofs. Okay, so for this Christmas tree, I wanted to let you guys know that I did use 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree white with little red candy stripe mesh. But again, you guys, use whatever colors you have and whatever planters you're going for. So maybe you already have a little planter at home that you could paint to match whatever Christmas decor you're using. Try to use what you already have on hand. I definitely always encourage that. So I just went ahead and created a bunch of those little poofs, and then I'm tying them into this adorable little tree with the pipe cleaners. So now I'm going to go ahead and create a quick little Olivia bow. You're just going to take and you're going to loop the ribbon over on itself, and I looped it over on itself twice, as you guys can see, and then I'm just going to pinch it in the center, and I'm going to go ahead and take another pipe cleaner and just wire that together in the center and then tie it right onto my Christmas tree. And you guys have fun with this. Again, use whatever colors that you love and that you have, and then once you get your little Olivia bow ready, and you guys can notice that I didn't notch it. I'm trying to repurpose and reuse some of my ribbon this year, so I may not be notching all of it, but if you notch it in the center like I've shown you guys before, it does help you poof it out a little bit better. So anyway, I did go ahead and just poof this out by pulling out each loop, and then I used a little bit of that extra tail to kind of create a loop at the top. And here it is. Oh my goodness, so sparkling, so adorable. I did take some of that Dollar Tree candy cane ribbon and kind of cascade it down the fronts and sides of the tree just to give it that little extra pizzazz that you guys know that I absolutely love. I think this is so fun and adorable, and just a great way to add some pops of color to your holiday decor. And of course, you guys know Santa Claus loves those chocolate chip cookies, so definitely don't forget to set out some milk and cookies or hot cocoa for Santa on Christmas Eve. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to create a super adorable little peppermint ornament. So I'm just taking a red and white pipe cleaner, and I added some hot glue to the end, and then I'm just going to take and I'm going to begin to wind it into a little circle to kind of make it look like a peppermint. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, so I wound it a couple of times and then I added some hot glue. Be careful if you're doing this. If you're sensitive to getting burns easily, I am using a low temp glue gun, so that really does help me because I can be kind of messy with my glue, but it is a little bit tedious to hot glue in these little super small spots. So I did just go ahead and loop it around several times until I got the right size, and I did trim off the excess because I didn't want it to be too oversized for this smaller tree. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some Dollar Tree. These are the little straws. You find them in the food storage aisle. That's where my store has them. And then I'm just hot gluing this to the top of this, and then I want to trim it off. What I want to create is a cute little lollipop ornament. I think this looks super adorable, but you guys know I have to go a little extra and add a cute little candy cane ribbon. Again, the sky is the limit, you guys. Whatever colors you love, use that color pipe cleaner and create whatever kind of colors. I think these would be absolutely adorable to do in pinks, whites, blues, purples. I definitely may even be creating more as the season goes along and I share with you guys different styles and colors of decor for Christmas. So here they are popped onto this super adorable little Christmas tree. These are oh so fun and very, very budget friendly, and I really feel like it gives it kind of that custom boutique finished look. I feel like this looks really high end and actually not something that you would see coming from the Dollar Tree. Comment and let me know what you guys think. And do you guys do a candy cane theme? This is the first year I've ever done anything candy cane themed, but I thought it'd be so super adorable for my kitchen. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take again some of those little party straws, and this was one straw that I cut into 3 pieces, and then I have some of those little Dollar Tree pom-poms, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hot glue the pom-pom to the top of the little straw. I'm going to create another little candy piece, but this time it's going to be kind of more of like a sucker. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Who-ville from Dr. Seuss, like a little bit of a Dr. Seuss type ornament. So anyway, again, you guys think you can use whatever colors that you have, and then of course I am going to go ahead and create a bow. So when I tie a bow for these little smaller ornaments, I just tie it kind of like I would be tying a shoelace. So I just take it and loop it over and pull it through, and then I want to make it really small, and that can be a little bit tricky. So if you find little pre-made bows already done, that can be really fun if you're doing craft fairs, because bow tying can be a little bit time consuming. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and hot glue that bow underneath our little sucker piece, and this is going to create some really fun, very inexpensive ornaments for your little candy cane Christmas tree. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse that little mesh tube. So I'm going to take and I'm going to hot glue this ribbon to it. This is that candy striped ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree does carry a smaller candy striped ribbon that you guys saw me use to make bows on those ornaments. So I'm just going to go ahead and twist it and hot glue it. I want to create like an oversized little candy piece to set underneath my tree. I thought that would be super adorable and just super fun to kind of tie in. I will probably end up making some of these also for my larger tree in my living room if I go with a candy stripe, or maybe out in my little Christmas studio. Now I'm poking the excess ribbon into the end of each side of the little mesh tube roll. And these would also be great. I showed you guys in the last DIY video how to make these using toilet paper rolls and Dollar Tree baby blankets. So now I'm just taking some of those tiny little pom-poms and I'm adding those to the center of the bow just to kind of finish it off again, and going with that kind of Who-ville look. And again, you guys could also use bling. Would be really cute to use on the end of this, like some little bling jewels just to jazz it up just a bit. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take 2 of the Dollar Tree candy canes, and these come in a package, I believe, of 6 or 10, and I'm just going to hot glue this little piece of white evergreen to the front of it. This is a great way to repurpose and reuse some evergreen that maybe has fallen off of a project, or if you just have extra. And then I did have an extra ribbon piece, so I'm just going to use it to tie this candy cane together to give it a little bit of added security. I just tied it in a knot. And then I'm taking those cute little Dollar Tree wooden sticker DIY pieces, and I used the little sparkling stocking. I thought that was super cute. Again, you guys could get super creative with this. How adorable is this with the little oversized candy piece and the little candy cane to set next to your hot cocoa? mug that you're going to set out for Santa. And I have had a lot of you guys ask me about the I Love Cocoa mugs. They were actually from the Goodwill, so I didn't buy those retail, but if I find some, I will try to link some in my Amazon store. So here it is in all of its glory, oh so ready for Santa. I love Santa, please stop here, and I love Cocoa, oh my goodness, and how cute is this adorable Christmas tree. Now, as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY? Will you be doing these with your kiddos or your grandkids? I'd love to hear your feedback on what's going on. And also don't forget to catch up on my I Love Christmas series. I'll link the playlist down below. Also, my I Love Fall playlist. I had over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs to share with you guys. So I love you guys. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you're having a blast with this video.
Okay guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I just found this really pretty kind of little peasant top. I have one of those really soft $2 Walmart tank tops underneath it. And then I found these really soft jeans at Goodwill paired with my little Crocs, although these would be really cute with some fall boots. It's still pretty warm here though. And then I just have these thrift store earrings. They're kind of jeweled. They're my expensive, not so expensive $2 jewels. And again, thankfully my hair is finally starting to curl again after I gave it a good scissor cut the other day. So anyway, there you guys have it. Thrift store outfit of the day. You guys can definitely get glam on a budget. Mwah. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree candy cane wreath decor crafts. So this is episode 7 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I also did over 100 Dollar Tree fall and Halloween decor DIYs. If you guys need Christmas and fall decorating inspiration, I'm going to put both of those playlists down below in the description box. Definitely go check them out. But in today's video, I want to share with you 6 different ways you can use those Dollar Tree candy cane wreaths forms to make a gorgeous, fabulous wreath. I'm going to share with you guys different colors and styles. So I'm over the moon excited to share this with you guys. I hope you really get your creative juices flowing. Without further ado, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
For the first Dollar Tree candy cane wreath craft, we're going to use a candy cane wire wreath form from the Dollar Tree and also some candy cane ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby. I know Walmart also carries this candy cane ribbon if you want to do a traditional candy cane wreath ribbon craft. So just hot glue that ribbon to the base of your candy cane wire form and then begin to just twist it around, in and around, in and around. I twisted it about 5 or 6 times and then I would add some hot glue and then twist it some more and then add some hot glue. And on each end you can leave just a tiny bit of excess on the end and then just tuck it under and add another little dabble of hot glue. Can I just tell you guys could totally do this, and how fun and easy these were to do. They make a great tree topper. They make great front door decor. You can make them into a fun and fabulous wreath. Really, the sky is the limit, and check for these out in your Dollar Trees. So just go ahead and make a super easy Olivia bow. You want to loop the ribbon over on itself several times until you get 2 loops on each side. Go ahead and trim that off, pinch it in the middle, and then you're going to take a piece of pipe cleaner and you're just going to pipe cleaner your little Olivia bow together. Now, I like to make tons of layers because I love to go super extra on my bows. Now I'm using some Dollar Tree deco mesh and I'm going to make an Olivia bow with the deco mesh. So same style as before, you loop it over on itself several times, pinch it in the center, trim it off, and you can just use a pipe cleaner to keep your little ribbons together. That's how I've been doing it. Now you're going to notice that I'm not notching my Olivia bow in the center because I am going to be doing a lot of DIYs for the holiday season and I want to be able to repurpose and reuse my ribbon. So now I'm just taking some red ribbon, and this ribbon is a little bit thinner, and as I move towards the center of my Olivia bow, I do make the loops a little bit smaller. It's up to you how you want it to look, but that does help kind of be able to show off all the different ribbons. So now I'm just pinching it in the center again, and I'm going to go ahead and wire it all together with my little Dollar Tree pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to give my bow a good fluffing. To fluff your bows, just pull out all the ribbons. Now don't pull too hard because you don't want to pull your bow apart, but you do want to pull and then twist your ribbon to kind of fluff it out. And oh my heavens, who is that in the studio helping me decorate the Christmas tree? So here it is. I added it to the center of this Christmas tree just to kind of show you guys how it would look if you were adding it to a Christmas tree. But again, these are fabulous on any space in your holiday home, whether it be a door hanger or a Christmas tree ornament or just any little space that needs to be dolled up.
Ho, ho, ho. A note from Olivia. Do you think she's been naughty or nice? Ho, ho, ho. Milk and cookies. She's definitely been nice.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that I'm on Santa's nice list. I guess those cookies really do help. So for the next Dollar Tree Candy Cane Craft DIY, we're going to take some white ribbon. Now I had a really sweet subscriber send me this white ribbon, but I do know that they have white ribbon at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Walmart, and you could even use some white mesh from the Dollar Tree. So go ahead and hot glue it again to the end and then twist it and wrap it, and then go ahead and hot glue it some more and just continue on this same process. It's going to be pretty much the same process for the base of these wreaths. And then we're going to take some pretty little pink ribbon. Now I found this at the thrift store. It was only $1. I was so super excited, but I'm going to use this pink ribbon to make candy cane stripes. Now think about this, you guys. Just use any color of ribbon that you have in your craft stash that you want to use to go for your Christmas colors can really make a candy cane wreath. And the other thing is you could also use those Dollar Tree white automotive cloths, just trim them and use that to make your candy cane white base as well if you don't have any white ribbon on hand. So now we're going to make a super fabulous glittering glam bow with some of that Dollar Tree glittering ribbon. So you're just going to make an Olivia bow, and I did want to make this kind of slow so everybody can see, but you take it and you loop that ribbon over on itself, and you're going to do it several times, and you can see I'm counting to make sure on each side of the ribbon loops I have 2 ribbon loops. So that'll be 4 loops total, and then you're just going to fold it over in the center, and I'm going to pipe cleaner it together to kind of hold it together while I make the next set of ribbons. And so I'm going to use Dollar Tree gold sparkling ribbon and then the Dollar Tree silver sparkling ribbon. And watch out, you guys, this ribbon has a ton of sparkling fallout, which doesn't bother me too much because I love my sparkles and bows. You guys know me. So go ahead and make another Olivia bow. Now this one I made a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to go ahead and make another pink Olivia bow with my thrift store ribbon and just loop it over on itself again and then pinch it in the center. And then I'm going to use a pipe cleaner and I'm going to wire these all together, and that's what's going to go on our cute little candy cane ribbon. But again, you guys, check out your craft stash and see what you have on hand. Look for ribbon at the Dollar Tree in their crafting section. They do have pink ribbon that I find, but this is what I already had because I had picked it up a couple weekends ago at the thrift store. So now here's the secret to my bow. See how I'm pulling it out and then twisting the loop over? That really helps. So you want to go ahead and just take your ribbon loops, twist it, and kind of twist it out. Pull it out and then give it a twist. That will really help your bows really stand up and be absolutely fabulous. And the bow fluffing is what makes your bows really nice and fabulous. And try not to get frustrated with yourself. I usually pull all of my ribbon loops out and then I attach my bow to a wreath or garland, and then I begin to fluff it some more. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it with that little pipe cleaner and then give it a good fluffing, and then voila, here we go. Oh my goodness, how absolutely gorgeous and perfect is this? So sweet and sparkling, especially if you're going to do a fabulous pink Christmas, or maybe you're doing this for your granddaughter or your baby girl. So sweet and gorgeous, or you just love that beautiful shabby chic look. I did a whole shabby chic look for Vintage Holiday magazine last season. They did a huge feature on my home for Pink Christmas. So Pink Christmas has a big spot on my heart, and I will definitely be doing some more shabby chic and pink Christmas this season. So for the next Dollar Tree candy cane wreath craft, we are going to go ahead and use one of those Dollar Tree infinity scarves. It's a buffalo check plaid scarf, and I just went ahead and cut it in half, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the base of my wreath form, and I'm going to twist it up. So just think about any of the Dollar Tree scarves that you guys see that you love that have a cute little pattern, and you can totally use those to make this. I only needed one, so this is a great ribbon saver as well if you just don't have the ribbon on hand that you want, or you want to do something a little bit different and kind of artsy. So I went ahead and just wrapped it all the way around, hot glued it, and then hot glued it at the end. And now I'm going to make an Olivia bow using some burlap ribbon. I already had this ribbon on hand, but Dollar Tree definitely has burlap ribbon that's really nice. So I just made 2 loops, and then I'm fluffing it out, and then I'm going to use some of that Dollar Tree plaid Christmas ribbon to create the second little loop here. Again, these are super easy Olivia bows. I really wanted to share with you guys different styles on this craft and how easy it can be to create this little custom kind of wreath ornament craft. And you guys, these would be great for crafts fairs as well. Now, this buffalo check plaid ribbon came from Hobby Lobby, but you guys have been telling me that they have it at Walmart. So definitely check out Walmart if you want to get a great deal on it. So here it is. This is pretty simple. You guys could also really embellish this. And oh my goodness, who is back in my studio again eating my cookies and helping me decorate? But anyway, you guys could add a little ornament to the center. You can see I added some little green picks to the top of it. The sky is the limit on how you can glam these up or doll these up. You could add a bow to the base of it, some sparkles. And then here's that cute little snowman that we did in one of the last DIYs, as well as the cute little gnome. Definitely check out my I Love Christmas series playlist if you guys want to jam out some more on these DIYs. That's actually a carvable pumpkin that you see right there on that Christmas tree with that ornament. I wanted to share with you guys how to repurpose and reuse a lot of your other holiday decor to make Christmas ornaments, because I think it's a great idea to repurpose and reuse as much as you can. And that little snowman was actually made out of a Dollar Tree sign that was one of those pumpkin signs. So definitely check out that video if you guys need some inspiration and would love to repurpose and reuse some of your Halloween and fall decor. So fun, and I just love stuff like that. Okay, so for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to do a burlap one. Now again, they do have burlap ribbon at Dollar Tree. I already had this on hand from burlapfabric.com. Huge shout out and thank you to them for sending me burlap crafting supplies. I love that. They also have a $5 off coupon for you guys. The coupon code is Olivia Fall if you guys want to use that. And so I'll link just a link to their website down below, but this burlap came in a huge roll, you guys, and it's been awesome for crafting, and I'm going to use it in some of my Christmas decor. So now I'm just using some of that black and white check buffalo check plaid ribbon, and I'm using the same kind of base ribbon with the burlap with the several loops. Again, this is an Olivia bow, but I am doing more like 3 loops on this one because I want to make it just with the buffalo check plaid. So I'm showing you guys kind of more of a farmhouse style on this one, which is kind of more simple and just elegant, and it's going to go in with some of those farmhouse ornaments that I shared with you guys. We did that little red truck. Again, it was a Dollar Tree sign repurpose, and then that big ornament you see right there is actually a Dollar Tree beach ball. So super fun, but I love this look. It's so soft and easy on the eye and very clean looking. I used a ton of the buffalo check plaid in my fall decor, and again, it is super hot for winter decor. Walmart has it. They have the fabric and they have the ribbon, as well as Hobby Lobby, and I believe even Michael's might be carrying it as well. So for the next Dollar Tree candy cane wreath craft, we're going to use some of that sparkling Dollar Tree glittery gold tulle. And I want to create a glam candy cane for you guys. I know a lot of you decorate in the glam style. So again, I'm just hot gluing it to the base, and then I'm just winding it around. I'm using that same white candy cane base that we used for the pink one. Now I am going to do an Olivia bow with the tulle. So again, you just loop it over on itself, and it's super easy here. And I didn't even have to hot glue the tool, it stuck to the fabric pretty well. Just a little tip on that. So then I'm going to go ahead and trim it off, and I'm going to add it to the center of that sparkling bow. Again, this was the same bow kind of that we used on the pink and white candy cane ribbon. I'm going to give it a little bit of twist, and voila, here we go. And you could also add that pretty little Dollar Tree joy ribbon to the center. So I just tied a little shoelace bow for this, and then I'm popping it into the center of this bow to doll it up. You guys could add any sort of ornament or any little goodie to doll this up. Here it is on my Christmas tree. Now this is a very soft look. I used white ornaments and some of the sparkling Dollar Tree gold ornaments. I love those jeweled ornaments. I went crazy for them last year. I just think they're so great to add some sparkle and shine. And then here is a DIY that I hope to share with you guys upcoming with those little deer and those pretty little ice skates my dear Aunt Janet sent me. Thank you, Janet, if you're watching. I love you to the moon and back. And then again, just to look at the glam. I love it on the frosted Christmas tree. I think it's so simple and so sweet. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to use the base again with the little burlap colored ribbon, and then I'm using some of that Dollar Tree plaid ribbon, and I'm just going to wind it in and around this candy cane. And this was actually a scrap piece of ribbon that I used, so you guys don't have to have a whole super ton of ribbon to do these. And then I'm creating a little Dollar Tree bow with some of that Christmas tree ribbon. I felt like this was really a traditional kind of look, going for the plaid and then the little Christmas trees. Again, this is a super easy little Olivia bow. You're going to fluff it out, tie it on with that pipe cleaner, and just kind of curl those little ribbon tails around to give it that extra boutique finish. Working with this on a budget. Now, these are great to use. These are those little Dollar Tree evergreen picks, and I think they come out so fabulous and fun. And here is the tree decorated more in a traditional holiday style, but using some of those buffalo check plaid ornaments that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Check out my haul if you guys want to see some of the fun ornaments that they have out this year. Again, it's going to be linked in my I Love Christmas playlist. And also, if you guys are decorating for fall and Halloween, I totally get you. My house is decked out head to toe for fall and Halloween right now. I have over 100 DIYs that I shared with you guys for that season. There's 32 episodes in my I Love Fall series, and I'm going to link that playlist down below as well. I love how the red though pops against this flocked Christmas tree. And to let you guys know, I did get the flocked Christmas tree at Walmart last season. So here was the first episode 1 of my I Love Christmas series where we put up the Christmas tree, and then here was the first Dollar Tree haul sharing with you Dollar Tree crafts. Here is episode 3 where we repurposed old home decor, and then I did a Dollar Tree haul on their ornaments, and then here is how we repurposed and reused and made the gnome the snowman. Here's that fun little Dollar Tree tree that we did, and then here is today's video.
Okay guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I just have this really pretty little red top. Actually, my aunt picked this up for me. It was free. And then I have a white tank top underneath. I paired it with my little distressed jean jacket, my Goodwill pants, and then some cute little black boots. So there you have it. A little wacky, but I think you could dress it up or down. And then I just have my tassel earrings, and I actually got these at TJ Maxx, and I just love them. I wear them all the time. So there you have it, guys. Crafting is so good for your soul. I love to get a jump start on how to make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I make the majority of my home decor handmade, so it's never too early to start. Now, if you guys need to catch up on any of the other I Love Christmas episodes, definitely click on the huge playlist down below, as well as I have a huge I Love Fall playlist if you guys are decorating for fall right now. I did over 100 budget-friendly Dollar Tree fall decor and DIY projects, so definitely check that out. But in today's video, guys, it is time to get to crafting. Plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
For the first Dollar Tree Christmas DIY, we're going to make a peppermint candy bowl. You'll need some peppermint Starlight Mints from Dollar Tree. I grabbed these from Walmart while I was grocery shopping. And then you're going to want to lay them out on some parchment paper. This is super easy. Just go ahead and lay them out. You'll also want to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. And you can make a pattern if you want. I started by putting 5 mints in the center, and then I just kind of layered them in and around those first 5 mints. And really, there's no rhyme or reason. Just make your mints about as big as your bowl. So you'll also need a glass bowl, and you're going to want to go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 6 minutes. And I just went ahead and used some butter on my bowl, but Pam cooking spray is what was recommended, but this is what I had on hand. So here's what they look like after baking for about 6 minutes. You want to make sure all of your mints are touching before you pop them in the oven. And remember to have a parent help you if you're a kiddo trying to do this project. Now, this wax paper is hot, so you guys can see I'm very carefully laying it on top of this bowl, and you'll want to use your oven mitts to lay it down. Now, this was the second time I attempted this bowl because it was much trickier than anticipated, but I did go ahead and pull the bowl off of my peppermint candy dish before the mints had even dried, because the first round I got my peppermint bowl stuck to the actual bowl. So comment and let me know if you guys have done this craft and what are your tips for me. I'm not for sure if this is a fail, but it does look really cute if you're going to use this for like a hot cocoa station. Now remember that the mints are sticky, so be careful what you put inside of this, but I thought marshmallows and chocolate chips would be just perfect, and if a couple get stuck to the bottom, no big deal. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a cute little Christmas cake. I'm just going to take some of this spackling. Now Dollar Tree sells spackling as well. I've used theirs and it works just fine, but I'm taking a popsicle stick and I'm just going to smooth the spackling over this piece of styrofoam that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm actually repurposing and reusing this styrofoam. I believe it did have a floral arrangement in it. You guys can see the holes poked in the bottom, but you'll just want to take your spackling. You can also use a craft tool and you'll want to smooth it on to your little piece of styrofoam. And then I actually laid this on top of my first candy bowl that broke apart. And then I'm just adding some cute little candies to the top of this. Now the other thing I found out that the candies kind of bled onto the spackling just a little bit. So if you guys don't want that, you may want to use faux candies. And then I'm also cutting apart some of those little Dollar Tree straws, and then I'm just going to pop them into this little cake. Now the cake is still tacky. They do take 24 hours to dry, the little spackling cakes. I've made these many times before on my channel. I even have one whole video dedicated to these that me and my daughter did this summer. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a really adorable little elf-inspired Christmas tree. So I'm taking just one of those Dollar Tree canisters. I had painted this white. This was one of the spring canisters, but you guys can use any basket or container that you have on hand. I have styrofoam in it, and then I'm taking a Dollar Tree mini tree in green and a Dollar Tree mini tree in white, and I'm just taking them and putting them together, and then I'm fluffing them out to where both trees look like one. Then for the next part of this DIY, I went ahead and cut 16-inch little loops here of Dollar Tree Deco Mesh. I used a green roll, a red roll, and a white roll. And you just want to take the mesh and roll it into a curl, and I'm making little bundles. So I'm rolling them into like a little curly cue, and then I'm taking some pipe cleaner and I'm going to pipe cleaner them together. So now that you have all of your little bundles put together, you're just going to go ahead and take them and pipe cleaner them onto your tree. Again, I did use one roll of green deco mesh, one roll of red Dollar Tree deco mesh, and one roll of white mesh. So you can just kind of scatter them in and around your tree. And again, this is the mesh that I had on hand. And you're probably wondering why I used the green tree and the white tree. Well, these are the two trees that I had on hand. So I'm trying to just use what I have to put this little elf-inspired Santa, here we are, tree together. I thought this was so adorable though. I really feel like this is festive and very traditional if you're doing more of a traditional color. I also feel like this could go in a little boy's room, and instead of doing the gingerbread like I'm going to share with you guys, you may want to do some of those little red trucks on this tree. But this is really adorable, and just give it a good fluffing to kind of give it that full look. Now for the next part of this DIY, you're going to take one set of those Dollar Tree elf legs, and the elf legs can be found in the ornament section, and you're just going to cut the two little legs apart, and you're going to put a larger popsicle stick in there, and that's going to make it stand up on end. And then your little elf can dive into your cute little Christmas tree. Voila, there it is. And these kind of picks would be much more in a high-end decor or crafts store. And you guys can see I'm adding a pipe cleaner just to give it a little bit of extra security so it doesn't wobble and flop off. But oh my goodness, how adorable is this? So I'm just going to take and make a quick little Olivia bow. I am going to loop the ribbon over on itself. I did get this ribbon at Hobby Lobby, but you guys can find red ribbon very easily at Dollar Tree. Now I also have this green ribbon that you see that I also made an Olivia bow with. I found this green ribbon at the thrift store. I believe it's kind of like a vintage ribbon. So you're going to notice Walmart and Michael's and Hobby Lobby are all carrying a vintage motif, kind of a vintage Christmas. And so I thought this was very vintage Christmas inspired. How darling is this? Oh my goodness. I'm going to share with you guys too how to do these cute little gingerbread ornaments. I also added some of those sparkling little mini stockings, those little red stockings. They come with the DIY Dollar Tree craft stickers. And then we're also going to create these really cute vintage inspired little mittens. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create some adorable little vintage inspired mittens. So I'm just taking some red paint, and these are those DIY little wooden stickers. They come in a pack at the craft section at Dollar Tree, and you can just go ahead and begin to paint them whatever color suits your fancy. I want them to match into the tree and kind of have that vintage inspired look. So I was vintage shopping this weekend, and I noticed how all of the vintage Christmas is kind of this really bright red and green, and they have glitter kind of sparkled on things, and some of the glitter may be a little bit rubbed off. So that's the look that I'm going to go for. But anywho, doozy, I'm going to go ahead and continue to paint these little mittens, red toppers and some green toppers. And then I want to take some Elmer's glue, and I just want to gently add Elmer's glue to the front of these mittens and dip them in some of this champagne colored glitter. I got the glitter from Walmart. Dollar Tree also carries glitter. And you guys could notice I'm kind of rubbing off in some spots. I don't want the glitter to be perfect. I want it to look kind of vintage chic, like it was just a little bit aged, if you guys get my drift. I hope that's making sense. And if you do like a full-on glitter look, just go ahead and go for it and glitter up those little mittens. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take some of those little gingerbread stickers, and I just tied a little peppermint candy bow with some of that Dollar Tree peppermint ribbon. And then to make a little ornament hook hanger, you can use some of those little felt chenille stems that you may have left over from tying on to your Christmas tree, and that's a good way to repurpose and reuse those. And here it is in all of its glory. So absolutely fabulous, adorable, and these elves have been hard at work in Santa's studio for sure. Now, how cute are these gingerbread? just kind of popped in here just to give it some character. And then there's those darling little mittens. Again, the sky is the limit with these trees, and definitely if you guys want to see the all red and white candy cane tree that I did, pop back over and watch that video. But I thought this would be a fun take. I had one of you guys ask me for a video on how to do a boy's tree, and so I thought this would be a little bit more boyish, and if you guys added some of those red trucks to it, it would be even more perfect for a little boy's bedroom. So definitely give it a whirl. These are so super duper fun to make. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take some of that Dollar Tree mesh and I'm going to make a garland with some of this white evergreen. Now the white evergreen I've had for years. It did come from Michael's. I got it with a 40% off coupon. I believe it was about $10, but the Dollar Tree Deco mesh is so fabulous to use to create some really amazing garlands with. So you can tell that I'm just kind of adding them on. I'm twisting them into the garland and I'm just making little poofs, and it's really about 10 to 12 inches apart, but whatever suits your fancy. And I'm using some of that green deco mesh. I only used 2 rolls of deco mesh for this garland, and then I'm going to go back in with some of that candy cane ribbon. Now I did get the candy cane ribbon at Hobby Lobby, but you guys can find some really fabulous ribbon at Dollar Tree if you just want to use all Dollar Tree products. I was trying to add in a little bit of the candy cane theme since I did do the little candy bowl, and here it is tied in with this darling little tray. I think this would be so fun to add to a mantle or an entryway table or a kiddo's room or your office or maybe your grandma's house, or you can make this for your mama or your daughter or son or just whatever floats your boat, or you can make it for your kitchen. I think that would be super fun and amazing. I love the vintage edition of kind of this vintagey little elf at the top and the gingerbread. It's so fun and whimsical, and to be totally honest with you, kind of wacky and completely brought a smile to my face. So as always, comment and let me know, what was your favorite DIY? Will you guys be making the cake? Will you be attempting that crazy candy cane bowl? Definitely let me know which project was your favorite and which one you'll love to be crafting up. So now that we've had a fun day of crafting, it's time to whip up some chocolate chip banana bread. I'm just going to use 3 bananas. I'm going to peel them and pop them into a bowl, and then I'm going to just go ahead and mash them really well. You want to mash up your banana really well, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 1/3 cup of butter, and then I'm going to add an egg, and you're supposed to go ahead and whisk this egg, but I completely forgot while I was filming to whisk it up, so I did just go ahead and pull a whisk out and whisk the banana and the egg together. It ended up working because the banana bread tasted great. So now I'm just going to add 1 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla, and I want to go ahead and mix up these wet ingredients really, really well. Mix them until they're nice and smooth, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add 1.5 cups of flour, and then a teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt, and then you're just going to go ahead and mix that up. Now I just barely mix this, just enough to get it mixed up, and then I did grease my pan and add a little bit of flour so my bread doesn't stick, and then I added about 1/2 cup of chocolate chips to my mixture, and then I just mixed it just a little bit more, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven for 350 degrees for about an hour, but definitely check it because all ovens are a bit different, and it is so perfect. Oh my goodness. Now it does look nice and brown, and that's how I love it. I love it a little bit crispy on the edges, and check that out, you guys. I love that steam, and I added hot butter, and I'm going to tell you guys that Mr. Romantic was stalking the oven waiting for this bread to get done. So these 2 pieces were his, and he had that with a cup of milk. And then my daughter also enjoyed some, and I saved a piece for my son when he gets home. Oh my goodness, you guys are definitely going to have to try this, and I will link the recipe in the description box for you guys below. And then here's another quick look at those fun little projects. That little vintage Santa teapot and mug I did find at the Goodwill last season. I think Mr. Romantic and I were actually shopping together, and he encouraged me to pick that one up.
Okay, you guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I found this really sweet little kind of peasant top with the lace detail at the thrift store. It was $3. I was so excited. And these jeans are actually from Old Navy. They were about $25. And then I have my little thrift store Jessica Simpson boots. So I just paired it. I also have like one of those little soft Walmart tank tops underneath, because our weather is getting hot and cold, so you never know what's going to be going on. My hair got super curly because it's freshly washed. And then I just have these pretty little thrift store drop earrings that have kind of some jewels to them. So anyway, here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I kind of feel like this shirt would be something that Mrs. Claus would wear. Check out this little detail on the bottom. So anyway, thank you guys. I love y'all. Mwah. Hello everyone, welcome back to another crafty decor party. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you a DIY Dollar Tree holiday centerpiece. This is episode 9 in my huge I Love Christmas series. It's also a collaboration with my dear friend Ramon at home. Ramon is an amazing interior designer and he is absolutely inspiring. You guys are going to adore him. He does amazing work, and he's going to also be sharing a DIY Dollar Tree holiday centerpiece with you all as well. So when you're done watching this video, hop on over to Ramon's channel. Give him some love, tell him that I sent you, subscribe to him. If you guys love my channel, you're gonna love Ramon, and definitely check him out. So if you guys are new, welcome. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. You do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. So without further ado, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
To get started on this holiday centerpiece, you'll need 2 Dollar Tree mini trees. You'll need one of the Dollar Tree chargers. Now I chose white for my mini tree and silver for my charger, and then I'm just adding some hot glue to the center and a piece of foam. You can also find foam at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to take the mini trees and I'm going to push them into the foam on either side and give them a good fluffing. Now I'm going to take a roll of the Dollar Tree white mesh and then a roll of the silver mesh, and I'm going to cut it into 16-inch pieces. And then I just want to take it and roll it into kind of like a little curly Q, and then I'm going to roll the other one into a curly Q. I'm going to pinch these two together, and that's going to make my little poof. Now this stuff is definitely optional with the mesh. You guys don't have to use mesh on this, but you guys know I love a really full look, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the mesh into it, and I felt like that the mesh would give it a really fun little sparkle and shine. So you're just going to take your mesh and twist the mesh onto the tree with your pipe cleaner. It should look like this. So I used 4 poofs on each side, and I used 2 rolls of Dollar Tree mesh total. Again, you guys get creative with this. Use what you have on hand, and you're just going to take that pipe cleaner and wrap it around the tree and go ahead and clip the little pipe cleaner edges off, and just continue to work in and around your little Dollar Tree mini tree. And also think about all the color combinations that you guys could use. If you guys are doing more of a green and red theme, you could do green mini trees and then use just some of the green and red mesh. You could also do gold with this. The sky is really the limit on this project. So now I'm taking some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon, and then also some silver Dollar Tree ribbon. The buffalo check plaid ribbon I did get at Hobby Lobby, but they're also carrying it at Walmart, you guys. So definitely check that out if you want to go for this look. But Dollar Tree has a bunch of really nice ribbon to choose from as well. So I went to the end of my little mini tree, and I'm just using using the branches of the mini tree to tie the ribbon on. So I'm just making kind of little poofs as I work in and around the tree. So I did one side and I created 3 poofs, and that's how it should look. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim that piece off. And then I'm going to start on the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the little evergreen branches to twist tie my ribbons on, and then I'm just going to gather it and kind of create this poof. And then you guys will want to pull apart your ribbon too. So that silver ribbon is kind of underneath there. I just went ahead and pulled that apart. And then once I got to the end of this, I went ahead and did go ahead and clip that off. And then here is how it should look after you add your ribbons and your mesh. Again, these steps are optional. Just use what you guys have and what's in your budget. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon, and I'm going to make what I call an Olivia bow. So I'm just going to take the ribbon and loop it over on itself, and you just continue to loop the ribbon over on itself until you count that there are 3 loops on each side. You can do a smaller bow too if you want to, but you guys know me, I love big bows and I cannot lie. So I do love to go ahead and go super over the top with my ribbon and my bows. So once you have all your little loops together, you're going to find the center of your ribbon, and I just like to fold mine in half, and you can add tiny little notches if you want to. I'm not going to on this one. I'm just going to pinch it together really tight, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my pipe cleaner. Now if you add notches to each side, that's going to give your pipe cleaner something to grab onto, and then you're just going to go ahead and take your loops and twist them out and give it a good fluffing. That's really the secret to a bow, is continue to work with it and fluff it as you go along. And then I did take the end of one of my floral stems and wrap it around that to go ahead and pop that bow in there. And then I took one of these Dollar Tree silver branches and some of this Dollar Tree greenery. So those will be 2 stems, 1 silver stem and then 1 greenery stem. And I'm just going to pop them into the front of my little arrangement here. Here is how that should look. And then I did go ahead and take some more of the silver stem and greenery and just kind of pop them into that top part where that top foam piece is. And here is how that should look as well. I also decided to go ahead and add some to each side, and that pretty much used up both of those stems. Now I'm going to take one of these Dollar Tree sparkling ornaments. I love these. These are some of my favorites. This is the white with the silver kind of glam, but again, go for whatever color that you're using. And I'm just taking a pipe cleaner and I'm running the ornaments through the pipe cleaner to create this little bundle, and then I'm going to tie them on. So I used a sparkling ornament on each side, and then I'm just using some of the little silver ornaments. They come in a large pack, so they go a really long way. So that's super fun. And again, you guys can use what you have on hand. Now this is what it should look like once you have your ornaments and ribbons and mesh and your little floral stems added. Now I'm just taking the rest of that ribbon. These are just kind of scrap pieces, and I did want to go ahead and fill out the back of my arrangement. And then I did add a little bit of silver detail to the center, and I also added some white poinsettias. So I had 1 stem of white poinsettias that I just clipped off. These are Dollar Tree poinsettias. And then I have this Dollar Tree candle. This was a DIY I did a while back. I just added some glitter and Epsom salt to it, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie this little silver ribbon onto it. So to add the glitter and Epsom salt, you'll just add Mod Podge and then a ton of glitter and a ton of Epsom salt. It gives it that kind of crystallized snow look that I adore. And now Dollar Tree's also carrying these little metal signs. I chose the joy sign. I thought that would be super fun for the arrangement. So I'm just going to hot glue the little joy sign to the front of the candle. Now for the next part of this little DIY, I want to go ahead and take one of those empty mesh rolls, and I'm going to wrap some silver ribbon around it. What I want to create is a tiny little stand for this candle to pop up on. So this is just one of my little hacks that I wanted to share with you guys. And then you can add some hot glue, push that down in there, and voila, you have a little candle stand. I did go ahead and hot glue it onto there, and how fabulous and over the moon adorable did this come out. oh my goodness, can you guys even believe that this is almost all Dollar Tree supplies minus that buffalo check plaid ribbon? But you guys, Dollar Tree has great ribbon, so just go for it, whatever colors you're going for. I definitely want to do some buffalo check plaid in with my holiday season this year. You guys saw how I did the snowman. I've also done some ornaments. So this is super fun and very crisp if you guys love that farmhouse look. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to repurpose and reuse this sign. This was just one of my fall signs. It had gotten something on it. So I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarves. I want to create just a little soft and cozy winter sign. So I'm just adding hot glue all around the buffalo check plaid scarf, and I did stretch it so it would fit all of the way, so I didn't have to cut two pieces of the scarf. Now the buffalo check plaid scarf isn't always even, so bear with me on this one, you guys. Now I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree Merry Christmas boxes, and I'm just going to cut out the Merry Christmas sign. I spied this and I thought it would make a really great sign, so I'm just adding a bunch of hot glue to the back, and I'm going to plop it straight on to my little fabric here. And this is a super cozy way just to make a quick and fun little sign. I'm adding some greenery to the top and the bottom, and then voila, you have an amazing little sign. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to whip up a quick little stocking from the remnants of my little scarf sign. So I took this stocking that I already had on hand and I just trimmed around it with my scissors to get that good little stocking shape. And again, I just trimmed around it. You guys could use a little pen and outline it, but because it was already black, I didn't have anything really on hand that was going to write on it very well. Comment and let me know if you guys have some ideas on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue this stocking. These are so fun and easy to make. I make these all of the time. Definitely don't be putting a lot of heavy things in it, but it's really fun for decor purposes. And then once you guys have it hot glued, you can just go ahead and trim it out, or you can trim it in advance. I've made them both ways. Either one works super great. And then once you have that done, you can just go ahead and inside it out. Super duper easy. And then you can even use some fun little things for the top. I went ahead and used the excess fringe. So I left that fringe pretty long and I just laid it on top of the stocking, and then I'm just going to hot glue the fringe in and around the top, and then you can just fold it over after you hot glue it to the back. Again, this is definitely for decor purposes. It's pretty fun though to make. And so you guys can also make a little ring little hook thing for your stocking with some of the remnant fabric that you guys have left over from making your craft. And there was even enough really to make a little garland, so I might do that in an upcoming DIY as well. And here it is. How absolutely adorable and perfect is this? I think it goes great with this little darling Frosty the Snowman and some of my other fun buffalo check plaid DIYs. I noticed at Walmart that the buffalo check plaid ribbon was being paired with silver glittering ribbon, so I definitely think you guys can doll up that glam farmhouse chic look, and it's really, I think it's working. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to go ahead and take a Dollar Tree margarita glass, and I want to create just like a little kind of fancy candle stand or ornament stand, but I'm just going to add some E6000 glue. You can get that at Walmart or your craft store, and then I did add some hot glue so it could kind of stick on there while I'm doing this DIY, but the E6000 glue is great for glass glue, and you'll want to give this 24 hours really to dry and be on there really well. And then I just added some of those fun little Dollar Tree ornaments inside, and voila, there you guys have it. We have a fancy little candle ornament holder. I think it would be fun too to put some sand in this this and put some candles in it, but I just added some ornaments and then some of those Dollar Tree greenery picks. Now you guys, look out for those Dollar Tree frosted greenery picks. They are amazing and gorgeous and a great deal for only $1. And how fabulous and peaceful is this? I love it with the lit candle and the little snowman, and honestly it just brings my heart so much joy. So it is a blessing and an honor to have you guys here and watching this video. And as always, I always ask you guys to comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY? I love to hear your feedback. I also love to hear what you guys may be recreating. Comment and let me know what you guys are going to make out of these DIYs and what are your inspirations for holiday decor. Are you guys going to be decorating in a glam farmhouse, in traditional Christmas? Are you going to go pink, aqua, gold? I'd love to hear what everybody's styles are out there. I've also been doing a lot of candy cane themes as well. So I just want to give you guys a quick recap of my I Love Christmas series. This was the first video where I put up the Christmas tree. I also shared with you a Dollar Tree haul of craft supplies, a ton of Dollar Tree ornaments we've been making out of beach balls and pumpkins, and then another Dollar Tree crafty haul. Here is the Dollar Tree Snowman DIY. The next episode I shared a candy cane DIY as well as an elf tree, and then this is today's episode. So happy crafting, you guys.
Okay, you guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I have this pretty little sparkling, it's a pale pink sweater. I put a white tank top underneath it. And then I don't know if you can tell, but it has like these little sparkles kind of attached to it, which I think is really wonderful for the holidays. I have it paired with my Cool Mom jeans and then just my thrift store boots. For jewelry, I just chose these kind of sparkling drop thrift store earrings. Nothing fancy. You could dress it up or down for sure. So there you guys have it. My crafts. So this is episode 10 in my huge I Love Christmas series. You guys, we are having the biggest Christmas party on my channel. If you need to catch up on any of the other episodes, I'm going to link the huge I Love Christmas series playlist in the description box below, as well as my huge I Love Fall plays. We did over 100 Dollar Tree decor DIY, so definitely go check that out if you need some holiday decorating inspiration. Also, don't forget to check out my last video. It was a collaboration with my amazing friend Ramon at home. Thank you, Ramon, for collaborating with me. Thank you for everybody that was watching. And if you hopped over from Ramon's channel, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'd love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. So without further ado, let's plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
So to get started, I found these adorable Pier 1 gift boxes. They were $49.99 and I knew we could recreate them using Dollar Tree supplies. So I'm starting out with this Grove Collaborative box and this Dollar Tree baby blanket. I'm just going to go ahead and take my hot glue gun and begin to hot glue the baby blanket to the box. This ended up taking 2 of the Dollar Tree baby blankets, and I chose this black and gray fleece. I thought it would be really nice and subtle to mix in with almost any Christmas decor. I want to go for kind of that glam chic that I saw on the Pier 1 website for those boxes. Now I'm just going to take this burlap. I actually got this burlap at burlapfabric.com. I'm going to leave a little link. They have a $5 off coupon for you guys if you need some amazing burlap for your Christmas crafting. Now I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree silver ribbon and I'm hot gluing the burlap and the silver ribbon to the bottom of my package, and then I'm just going to pull it all the way over to the other side and hot glue it on the other side. And then I'm doing the exact same thing to kind of give it that package look. So just hot glue your burlap and then hot glue your silver ribbon, and Dollar Tree does carry a nice burlap ribbon. I just happen to have this on hand, so I'm using what I have. And the silver ribbon from Dollar Tree does have a bit of glitter fallout, but it's not too bad if you love that sparkly look. So here is how it should look once you get the ribbon all glued on. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a really cute little bow for the top of the package. Just create an Olivia bow with 2 loops of the burlap on each side, twist tie it together with some of that silver ribbon, and then go ahead and pull your loops out. And I will leave a bow tutorial below if you guys need help making bows. Then I'm going to take some of this thinner Hobby Lobby ribbon, but again, you guys use what you have. And again, I'm going to make a small Olivia bow by looping it over on itself. You're going to have 2 loops on each side, and you're just going to twist tie everything together to get it secured. Give it a bit of fluffing. Now, the pure one did not have as much of a bow on it, but you guys know me, I love big bows, and I cannot lie, so I had to go over the top as usual with the bows. And I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it. I did add a super generous amount of hot glue, so that bow would stay to the top of my package. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull some of the silver loops down and give the thinner silver loops a bit of some curly cues. And here's how it should look with all of your bows and ribbons. Now, Dollar Tree is also carrying this super amazing cedar pick. You guys, I bought several of these and I'm already using a ton of them. So I just clipped off a couple of the tops and I'm hot gluing them in and around the top of my little bow. I noticed the pure one had some greenery, and then they also used some pine cones on their package. So of course we're going to add in some pine cones as well to really dull and glam it up. Now just think, you guys could really use almost any fabric that you have laying around to create a box. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take one of those Dollar Tree signs, and I'm just going to make a little pom-pom with this yarn that I picked up at the thrift store. So just take your yarn and loop it over on itself about 1,000,000 times really, and then you're going to pull it off. This would also work on a piece of cardboard, but this was the first thing that caught my eye. So I just also am going to tie this off in the center, and this is such a fun, fast, and easy pom-pom. And then you're just going to run your scissors through the top part of it and run it through the other side, and voila, you have a very fun little easy DIY pom-pom. I love these. I've been using these all through fall and now into Christmas. And then I just pinched my ribbon together and added a dab of hot glue on the pom-pom went, and here we go. I think this is pretty darn amazing. Definitely not $50. I think you guys could do this really for just a couple of dollars with a box, some fabric, and some beautiful ribbons. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to repurpose and reuse one of those adorable little Halloween houses, if you guys happen to pick one of these up in the Dollar Tree Halloween section. So I'm just taking some of that Waverly chalk paint. You can pick that up at Walmart, but really you could use craft paint on this as well. I do love the chalk paint because it dries really fast. I've seen other DIYers use it, so I thought, why not jump on? And then I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter. Just add a good little dab of glitter to this, and I went ahead and just added it right over where I had painted the little house. Now comes the best part, decorating your adorable little Christmas house. So I added these little mini snowflake ornaments that you get at Dollar Tree. I also found these little trees from Dollar Tree and this gingerbread from Dollar Tree. I added a star to the top, and I think this looks really adorable for a glam Christmas look. Now, of course, you guys know I go over the top, so I created just a little tiny wreath with one of those Dollar Tree greenery pieces, and the little trees I got off some of those little red truck ornaments. And then of course they are carrying this cute little candy cane ribbon, so I went ahead and glued that to the top of my mini tiny wreath. And then I got one of those Dollar Tree red and white striped straws, and I had to go ahead and add some detail. I really felt like my gingerbread person needed a little DIY candy cane here, so all you have to do is cut off part of the straw and then add some pom-poms to the top to create this cute little candy piece. And then I decided to go even more over the top and add some tiny little pom-poms to the wreath. And of course, I could not resist trimming this out in full gingerbread style. So if you guys are decorating for a gingerbread Christmas, these are so fun. And this is an amazing fun little craft to do with your kiddos. Just make sure that they have some help with that hot glue gun and also the paint and glitter. So I did go ahead and continue working with some of those straws, and I just added some detail to the roof. You guys, the sky is the limit on what you could add to this. I used to love to create little shadow boxes when I was a little girl, so I kind of felt a little bit like I was a kid in a candy store, just adding all of these fun details to this project. Again, you guys, the sky is the limit, and how fun is this? Super inexpensive and easy, and dig into your craft stash because I had a ton of little bits and bobs that were so easy to add to this fun project. So, oh my goodness, how adorable is this coming out? I am over the moon and in love with this little cutie. I definitely think that this is going to go into my gingerbread peppermint candy themed kitchen, or I have a feeling my daughter may snag one. It depends on what style she's going for her Christmas decor, but if she goes for pink, I think it would be really cute to do like a little pink gingerbread house. Or if you're doing teal, or just you could customize it to any color. Really, the sky is the limit on that one. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I decided to go ahead and make another package to go with the first kind of Pier 1 inspired present. So I'm using this little Dollar Tree gift box. This was left over from the summertime, and I'm just going to go ahead and cover it in an automotive cloth. And I have had some people ask me what an automotive cloth is. The automotive cloth is the little drying towel that you're going to find in the automotive section of Dollar Tree. So it's just like a little drying towel, but they're white and fluffy, and they make great Christmas decor projects. So I glued the automotive cloth all the way around 3 sides, and you guys, I went a little bit quick on this project, so my folds aren't totally perfect. Definitely, if you guys want to make it perfect, take your time, but I went ahead and added the rest of the fabric, and for this gift box, I only needed 1 automotive cloth. Now, I did cut it fairly close, but I even had a little bit of left over, and the automotive cloths are really fun if you guys want to use them for a garland, or even make some faux snow for like a little Christmas village. I used a ton of them last season, if you guys saw my DIYs from last season, and they're also great if you guys decorate in that glam chic style, or do more of like a shabby chic. You can even cover ornaments with them. Again, kind of the sky is the limit for this one too. And so I just went ahead and kind of gathered the little edges around, and it came out pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and take some of that burlap, and I'm cutting it to be a little bit smaller. Again, Dollar Tree does carry the wire ribbon burlap, as well as Walmart if you guys need to find that. And the ribbon doesn't have to be wired for sure, because you're just going to be adding it to the package. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So I'm just hot gluing the ribbon underneath each edge, and that way it has something to kind of hold on to. I think it would be fun to add lights to this as well. And Dollar Tree also carries some of that white sparkling ribbon. Oh my goodness, this is turning out so adorable. So I'm just adding that to the center of the burlap ribbon. And again, you guys remember, just customize this to whatever decor style and color you're using for your Christmas decor. So now comes my favorite part, making the bow, and I'm just going to make a very little small bow. I just made a little loop and then pinched it together and hot glued it in the center for the top of this little bow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and trim off a little bit more of that cedar. This is from Dollar Tree. It's like a frosted cedar, and it is so beautiful, you guys. I'm probably going to have to go back to the store for more. And then I did add the little pine cone, just like the one from Pier 1 Imports, and then I'm adding some of that ribbon, and here we go. Here is the first present that we did with the Dollar Tree baby blankets. And then here is the second one. Now, they don't match, but I think they look pretty cute together. I almost kind of like them not perfectly matching. I don't know. Comment and let me know what you guys think. And if you're going to be doing this, what fabrics appeal to you the most? So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to take those Dollar Tree reindeer ornaments and glam them up and make them into a glam style reindeer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I'm just taking some Mod Podge, and you can also use glue, and I'm just adding a ton of glue to these little antlers, and then I went ahead and added it into the center part of the antler and around the edge in the back. And then I'm just going to use some of this glitter from Walmart. I also did go ahead and add some glitter to the front where I pulled the bow off. It kind of pulled off the original glitter. And I also wanted her to have kind of like some little glittering feet as well. This glitter from Walmart, I believe, is kind of that champagne gold color, which I love. I'm going to be using a ton of this in my holiday decor this year. And then you're just going to want to go ahead, and I added for that glam part, and they have this bling wrap at Dollar Tree. So I just add a little bling wrap around her neck, and then I trimmed that off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add her little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to the end of her nose. It's just one of those Dollar Tree pom-poms in the smallest size they have available. And then they have those little Dollar Tree snowflakes that are kind of like blingy, glittery, dual glam. And so I added that to the front as well. Now, these are wonderful to add into almost any centerpiece, which is what I did here. It's kind of underneath the tree that I was decorating with. I just popped it into this little spot here. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I actually lost a little bit of the footage on this one, you guys. I completely apologize, but I did some of these in the white glam reindeer, and then I just added the mosaic tile that you guys see the reindeer on top of. That's just some of those little Dollar Tree stickers. So I added those to a canvas piece, and then I hot glued the reindeer onto the little mosaic tile and added some evergreen around it. They were a bit hard to get to stand up, I'll be completely honest with you. So if you guys have a really good glue like E6000 or some hot glue, so you're going to have to use a higher heat temp to get those reindeer to stand up. But I think it came out absolutely fabulous. If I do come across those mosaic tiles again, I'll share that DIY with you guys. I completely apologize that I did lose that footage. Comment and let me know if you guys have any questions. And then of course, here's that delicious banana bread we made a couple of DIYs back, and it is getting cold where we're at, so homemade soup is hitting the spot for us here. So I just want to give you guys a quick recap of my I Love Christmas series. This was the first video where I put up the Christmas tree. I also shared with you a Dollar Tree haul of craft supplies, a ton of Dollar Tree ornaments we've been making out of beach balls and pumpkins, and then another Dollar Tree crafty haul. Here is the Dollar Tree Snowman DIY. The next episode I shared a candy cane DIY as well as an elf tree, and then this is today's episode. So happy crafting, you guys. Okay, you guys, here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I just found this really cute little buffalo check plaid. It's kind of like a thermal. It's only 39 degrees today, and it's gonna get really cold tonight, so my house is even a little bit chilled. I paired it with these just little jeans that I got from TJ Maxx, and then again my little thrift store boots. In all reality though, you guys, I am just going to be wearing tennis shoes while I craft today in this. But I think Walmart may have something similar to this buffalo check plaid shirt, because I believe this is either a Walmart or a Target brand. So there you guys have it, my comfy thrift store outfit. Hello everyone, welcome back to another crafty decor party. This is episode 11 in my huge I Love Christmas series. Definitely catch up on the other episodes in the I Love Christmas series playlist down below, as well as my I Love Fall series. I did over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs for you guys. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. So without further ado, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take 2 of these pumpkin signs and then one of those Dollar Tree summertime pineapple signs, and I'm going to chalk paint them white on both sides. Now what I want to do is create a snowman. For the top, if you guys don't have the pineapple sign, you can always use one of those smaller pumpkin signs. I did buy quite a bit of fall decor this year, so I needed to repurpose and reuse some of these signs. Now I'm taking some E6000 glue, and after I let the chalk paint dry, I'm just adding some E6000 glue and then a layer of hot glue on top and in and around that to just really give these little pumpkins a really good hold. So I glued the first pumpkin over the second pumpkin, and then I'm adding my last sign on the top. And then it did have a little bit of damage to one of the pumpkins, so I'm just going over it with a very heavy layer of Mod Podge and then sprinkling it with some Epsom salt, which you guys can find at the Dollar Tree. And also I used some glitter on top of that to give it that little extra sparkle and shine. Then I just cut some eyes and a nose and a mouth out of some scrap ribbon that I had. I'm using one of those Dollar Tree scarves that they have out right now. You guys choose whatever color that you love, but I am using this black and white buffalo check plaid. And then I made a little pom-pom with some yarn that I'm gluing to his hat. Now I did create another snow person out of a Dollar Tree Halloween sign a couple videos back, but I really felt like I just needed 2 so they could kind of go next to each other. So I'm just repurposing also this Dollar Tree burlap wreath. I kind of cut it into the size of a hand and then added some sticks over the top of it. And here he is next to his little sweetheart over there. I thought they came out absolutely adorable. The eyes and the nose on my second one were a little bit wonky, but you guys, crafting is not about perfection. I try to tell myself that all the time. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take this pillow cover. It was from burlapfabric.com. I will leave a link down below as well as a coupon code. It's just a canvas blank pillowcase. I wanted to jazz it up with this Dollar Tree scarf. So what I did was I cut 2 pieces of the Dollar Tree scarf and I left the fringe on the end, and then I'm just taking some hot glue and I'm going to hot glue the scarf to the front of the pillow. So the canvas pillow is a little bit heavy duty, so it took the hot glue really well. Also, you guys could use this idea to recover any pillow. I have done this so many times. If you guys have been following my channel, the Dollar Tree scarves are so great to repurpose and reuse in this way. So I'm just continue to hot glue all the way around the entire canvas pillow. And I just did one side, that way when winter is over, I can flip it over and still have my cute little canvas pillow if I want to use it for just more of a neutral decor. Also, if you guys need some buffalo check plaid fabric, I know Walmart is also carrying this pattern as well as Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going ahead and stuffing the little pillow stuffing back in the center, and voila, here it is. Okay, so here it is blank, and then here it is if you just go ahead and tuck the fringe over to the side, and then if you flip the fringe back forward. I thought it came out absolutely beautiful. You guys can also grab pillows from the thrift store and repurpose them and reuse them. Maybe you have a pillow that's seen better days. These would be great for outdoor decor as well if you wanted to. You would definitely want to Scotch guard them though if you're going to use them for outdoor. And the cute little Santa Claus pillow, you guys, I found at the thrift store for $2. I was so excited. So for the next DIY, I'm actually using some free paint stir sticks that I got at Walmart, and then I'm just going to go ahead and chalk paint them. You could also use craft paint, but I do love this Waverly chalk paint. It dries super fast, you guys, which is really great for DIYs. I've also made homemade chalk paint before too, which is really easy. Okay, so now I'm just taking 2 scrap pieces of board. These were actually little slats from the thrift store, and now that my paint has dried on my paint sticks and on my little slats here, I am just going to go ahead and use some E6000 glue and some hot glue, and I'm just going to glue them right on to these boards. And what I want to create is an adorable little kind of mini blanket ladder. So I am going to tell you I wouldn't hang like a super heavy blanket on this, but I did go ahead and add 5 rungs to it, I believe, and I'm just using the E6000 glue and hot glue and then measuring in between each rung. That way it can be mostly even, but I have seen these ladders. I think they're so adorable, and how easy if you guys just go to your hardware store. Sometimes they'll have free scrap lumber, or even if you have something laying around, you could even make the longer part with more paint sticks if you wanted to. But here's how it came out. I put a lightweight blanket on it, and then I laid one of those scarves over it. I think it came out absolutely perfect, and you guys, this cost me honestly next to nothing. So for the next DIY, my daughter's actually going to help me. She is so good at crafting, I can't even tell you. We're going to take some of those extra paint sticks that we had that we got from Walmart for free when I bought paint, and we're just going to make a holiday star. So I went ahead and E6000 and hot glued them, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add some Mod Podge to the front of my star because I want to add a really just nice layer of glitter over that. It was a bit hard to see the glitter in this shot, but I did go ahead and Mod Podge it really well and then just sprinkle a bunch of white iridescent glitter. You can get this at Walmart. You can get it even in a bigger package if you're doing a lot of glittering, which I recommend if you guys love glitter for the holidays. Now you can see the glitter, and how absolutely gorgeous is this? These are so fun to make. I have seen them for sale at craft fairs before. You could paint them whatever colors that you love for your Christmas time decor. And if you go ahead and buy paint, you can always get paint sticks for free. I know you can buy them in a large lot as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of these beautiful Dollar Tree ornaments, and I am going to E6000 glue and add a little bit of hot glue with this beautiful jewel. Now, Dazzle.com did send me some wonderful jewels. Thank you so much. It was such a blessing. I'm going to leave a coupon code for you guys down below. They sell packs of jewels for really at a largely discounted price. They're end up being about $1.50 each for the jewels. And then I just took some Dollar Tree ribbon at the top and tied a little bow. And how gorgeous is this ornament, especially if you're doing some beautiful holiday decor or you wanted to give a friend or a family member a keepsake ornament. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of those cute little Dollar Tree signs and just jazz it up. So I just believe in the magic of Christmas, and then I went ahead and just hot glued some of that Dollar Tree greenery to the top, and then I'm using this Merry Christmas ribbon from Dollar Tree, and then there was like kind of a faux looking quilted ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add some more hot glue to the top of this, and then Dollar Tree's selling those sparkling pick branches. I just took a tiny top off of one of the red picks, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the top as well. You also want to make sure that your ends are really nice on your ribbon, and I was crafting backwards. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I couldn't see that little piece of string dangling down. So there we go. Now, how adorable is this? I put this in this Christmas tree, so you guys could use this almost as an ornament. It's one of the smaller Dollar Tree signs, so just think about that. They also make great gifts. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take and make this super adorable stocking. So I'm just taking this canvas stocking and I'm going to lay it on top of one of those Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarves. These are the fleece scarves. I've also made these with the infinity scarves as well. So I just used a gray Sharpie actually to trace around the little stocking, and I did share one of these with you guys in another DIY video, but I didn't have the Sharpie, so I thought I would share this same kind of process again. And then you're just going to take and you're going to line it up again and then trace it out again, and that does make it really easy. These are fun to do with kiddos. Just be sure that you help them with the hot glue and the scissors. So then I just went ahead and hot glued the two stockings stockings together. This is easy peasy. You do want to try to go along the edge as close to the end of the stocking as possible to hopefully keep the integrity of the actual stocking. And then you can just go ahead and inside it out, or you could also trim it out if you didn't want to inside it out with some beautiful lace. And then I'm just going to take the end of this scarf and I'm going to add that to the top. These actually make a pretty good size stocking. Now, because we're hot gluing this, I wouldn't recommend, filling it full of candies and oranges if you're actually going to use it. You may want to reinforce it by stitching it on the sides, but this is going to be used in my home for decor purposes, so I think it's fine to go ahead and hot glue it. And here's how it turns out. I just used some of that Dollar Tree red ribbon and I tied a little bow to the top. I added it to my cute little ladder, and there we have it. Voila, we have this beautiful Christmas setting with these very inexpensive, fairly easy DIYs that you guys can do with some paint and some glitter, some imagination, creativity, and some Dollar Tree goodies. So as always, I always ask for you guys' feedback. Comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY in this episode and which one will you be attempting to recreate? And always too, if you guys have any questions for me, definitely let me know. I've also had a lot of questions on the little wood chip tree that I've been sharing that's kind of in the background of some of these DIYs. That was a thrift store find, but if any of you guys have any ideas how to recreate that, definitely let me know. So I did cook banana bread a couple of DIYs back. Definitely go check that out. And you guys, I am just so in love with homemade soup right now because it's chilly where I am. So just a quick recap too on some of the episodes. On the first episode of this series, I put up my Christmas tree, and then I shared with you guys a Dollar Tree ornament craft haul, and then we DIY'd 6 Dollar Tree ornaments out of beach balls and other good fun stuff. I've also shared with you more with the Dollar Tree Snowman and the cute little Dollar Tree trees that I've been sharing with you guys how to do. We did an elf tree, a candy cane tree, and then I shared with you this beautiful Glam Christmas. I did a centerpiece and a collab with my wonderful friend Ramona at home, and then here is today's DIY.
Okay, you guys, so here is my thrift store outfit of the day. I found this fun little plaid top. It is super warm. And then I did get this on sale at Target last season. It's really large. It's an infinity scarf and it almost is like having a blanket. I just paired it with these cute jeans and then my little garage sale boots. I've had these for a couple of years, and you guys, I really do need to probably find a new pair. You can see the toes are getting a little grungy. And then I found these really pretty handmade earrings at the thrift store. It looked like somebody had maybe had a jewelry business, but they're just, okay, there you guys can see them a little bit better. They're just kind of some drop tassel earrings. I do get most of my tassel earrings at TJ Maxx. They last really long. I know Target has them as well. So there you guys have it, my thrift store outfit of the day. Crafts. So I'd love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. This is episode 12 in my huge I Love Christmas series. If you guys need to catch up on the rest of the episodes, I'm going to link the huge I Love Christmas playlist down below. It'll take you back through all the episodes we've done now, and then also last year we did over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs from last year, as well as my huge I Love Fall playlist. We did over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs in that as well. I'll link them both down below for you guys. But without further ado, let's jump into some crafting. Plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to create a beautiful glam garland. So I'm just taking this evergreen that I found at the thrift store. I also found these lights at the thrift store. Definitely check your thrift stores. Walmart does also have non-lighted garland for super cheap. So I just used the evergreen to tie in the little lights with, and now I'm taking some Dollar Tree gold kind of glam mesh, and I'm just going to take the evergreen and create little poofs. So you're going to start at the end garland with your deco mesh, and you're going to wrap the evergreen around the end of your deco mesh and then just kind of pull it out in these little poofs. And the poofs are about 12 inches apart, but I'm not measuring them to be completely exact. It's up to you how exact you want them to be. I do kind of like to just kind of go with the flow of my crafts, so try to just relax and have fun with this. And the deco mesh, I promise you guys, is very forgiving, and it really creates a really beautiful sparkle and shine. So I'm continuing down this garland with more mesh, and then once I got to the end of the garland, I started another roll of deco mesh. So this is a 9-foot garland, and I did end up using 3 rolls of mesh. I was hoping only to use 2, but I did like my poofs to be nice and full. Now I'm just going in with some of that Dollar Tree sparkling gold ribbon. This ribbon does really shed the glitter, so just bear with me on this. But you guys, it's the holidays, so a little bit of glitter does not bother me a bit. So again, I'm starting at the end of my garland, and I'm just adding in the ribbon and twist tying it around the evergreen. So you're just going to take your evergreen branches and cross them over, and that's going to twist in your mesh and your ribbon. So I'm not using any kind of wire or hot glue or anything. I'm just using the actual evergreen branches to twist the mesh and the ribbon in. So this is a great money saver, and it's well worth kind of going to Walmart and finding a little evergreen branch that will twist onto your different mesh and ribbon. I hope that makes sense. Comment and let me know if you guys have questions. I did end up using 3 rolls of the Dollar Tree gold ribbon for this entire project. That was including the bows. So just remember, do what's on your budget, and I do like to have a really nice full garland, so I am using a little bit more product with this. But again, you guys work with what's in your budget, and also remember, you guys can do different colors. If you're decorating for a shabby chic Christmas, find some pink and white ribbon. If you're decorating for candy cane, find candy cane ribbon. If you're going glam, get glam ribbon. Rustic, get burlap ribbon. Whatever suits your fancy, and I will share more styles with you guys as the season moves along. So now I'm just going to take and I'm going to attach this to the front of my little crafting work table. This is actually in my little Christmas crafting studio, and I just have little nails hung to the side of this, and I'm using the evergreen and twist tying them on. You guys can also use command strips if you're doing this on a mantle and you don't want any nail holes, but this little table was good to go. I actually used to use it in my flea market booth, and so it already had these nails kind of attached to it. I'm also adding in a bit of burlap ribbon. I'm really loving kind of that rustic glam farmhouse idea, and I just wanted to give it a little bit more texture. Dollar Tree also does have burlap ribbon with lace wound into it, or just plain if you guys are interested in getting it there. I did get my burlap from burlapfabric.com. I'll leave a $5 off coupon code as well as the burlap that I used. I did cut it in half, that way it would go just a little bit further. And again, I'm just twist tying it onto this garland, nothing fancy, I promise. So for the Dollar Tree bow, we're going to take some of that Dollar Tree deco mesh. I'm using some silver mesh, and I'm just going to loop it over on itself and then twist tie it in the center with this pipe cleaner. Now I'm going in with some gold ribbon. I'm going to make a double layered Olivia bow. So my Olivia bow is super easy. As you can see, I'm just looping the ribbon over on itself a couple of times to see if there's 2 loops on each side, and then I'm just going to twist tie it on with the little pipe cleaner. And I did go in with several different layers of ribbon. I wanted this to be nice and full and have a ton of texture, so I went in with some of this burlap ribbon. I thought this would be perfect just to kind of soften the glam look up just a bit. But again, you guys, use whatever colors suit your fancy. So now I'm using some of this gold Hobby Lobby ribbon. It was very inexpensive for a huge, I believe there's 90 yards, and I've gotten a lot of use out of this because I'm doing a ton of Christmas DIYs for you guys. I'm just doing a double layered Olivia bow, and I'm just continually adding these layers on as I go. So I'm untwisting the little twist tie, and I'm adding the bow layer on and then twisting it back together so it doesn't all fall apart. And so now I'm just using some of that silver Hobby Lobby ribbon, again another double layered Olivia bow, and I'm just layering it on top of itself. And then once I'm all the way done with that, I twist tied it really well, and then you want to take your ribbon loops and fluff them out really nice. And now I'm just attaching this big beautiful bow on to the end of my little garland. And again, you want to go ahead and fluff those loops out and arrange them, make sure they're nice and full. So I did a beautiful bow in the center and then one off to each side. And again, use whatever colors you absolutely adore. So for the next DIY, we're going to create a little pick. So it's really nice to add into your Christmas decor some beautiful sparkling picks. So Dollar Tree carries these white poinsettias. I'm just adding them into a Dollar Tree gold pick and silver pick, and then I'm tying them together with this lovely little twist tie. I'm going to twist tie them into the garland, and that's really going to give it some sparkle and shine. And then I did fluff them out to kind of cover where I tied that in. And as you guys can see here, how gorgeous this is looking. We are going to add in some more goodies as well. So Dollar Tree carries silver and gold ornaments. So I'm just going to take, and for another Dollar Tree DIY, you can make ornament bundles. They have these beautiful sparkling glam ornaments. So I'm just bundling them together. This is one of my secret weapons at the holiday time, to bundle them together and then twist tie them into your Christmas tree or your garlands. It makes them look so high end and full and absolutely gorgeous and fabulous. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to really razzle dazzle up some of those gold Dollar Tree taper candles. I'm using some Mod Podge glitter, and Dollar Tree is putting out these really adorable little hair barrettes for girls. I found them on an end cap, and I just knew when I saw them they would be perfect for my Christmas decor and to add to Christmas ornaments, because they're already sparkling, already tied and ready to go, and they even have some little bling in the center. So I just Mod Podged a nice little layer of Mod Podge on top of the candles, and then I'm going in with some gold glitter that I found at Walmart. I do know Dollar Tree carries glitter, but I suggest getting it from Walmart if you're going to be doing a lot of glittering for the holiday season. And now I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree gold ribbon, and I'm just going to gently tie it around the candle, and then you want to hot glue it just where the ribbon is kind of taut against the candle and will kind of stand up. And then I'm taking one of the little girl's hair barrettes, and what you have to do is clip off the hair barrette part. That was a little bit tricky, and you're going to have to hot glue that little gold part kind of back together, and then you can just hot glue it directly onto that ribbon. But you guys, this turns out so gorgeous. Now, I have seen these type of glittering candles in Pier 1 imports for at least $10 to $12 for a set, and here we go. They are so absolutely fabulous and gorgeous with just a little bit of glue glitter and some bling, and we have completely transformed them into a sparkling jewel that you would find in a more high-end boutique store. And I am absolutely crushing on these. You guys, comment and let me know what you think about them, and definitely if you're going to be recreating these. Now, also don't light those candles, because you don't want to light them with the glitter and glue on them. They're just for decor purposes only. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take these little Dollar Tree poinsettias, and Dollar Tree is also putting out these little pearl accent pieces. There's quite a few in the pack, so you're just going to hot glue them to the center of your Dollar Tree poinsettia, and I really feel like it really jazzes up your poinsettia and makes them look absolutely fabulous. And then I did just even dabble a tiny bit of glitter on top of that, and voila, there we have a super sparkling and high-end looking decor piece for next to nothing. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a really adorable little Santa photo. So Dollar Tree has this "It's Good to Be Home" sign out, and I went ahead and and picked one up, and then I'm using one of those Dollar Tree Santa sacks. It's one of the smaller sizes, and it fits just perfectly underneath this little sign. So I just wanted to have kind of a more high-end specialty store little Santa picture without spending very much. So really this only cost me about $2. I just hot glued the Santa bag underneath the little sign, and there he is, all sweet and cozy. I did add a little bit of greenery to the top where the little home part was, just to kind of razzle dazzle it up just a bit. You guys know me, I do love to add bows and razzle dazzle to pretty much everything. So here is how the whole setting turned out, with the beautiful glam garland, the candles, the sparkling ornaments, the beautiful pearl centered poinsettias. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and over the moon fabulous. So just a quick recap, here is some of that banana bread that we made, as well as some homemade chicken noodle soup. And for the DIYs that we have been doing so far, there's Mr. Santa Claus dancing with me. And here is the first DIY. I shared with you guys just some tips on setting up your Christmas tree. I also shared with you guys an ornament and Christmas craft haul. We have been doing a ton of DIYs with ornaments and more Dollar Tree hauls. Now, I also shared with you guys this adorable snowman and beautiful glam wreath. I shared with you guys how to make this peppermint candy tree, as well as a starling little elf tree. These are just some of the DIYs in my I Love Christmas series. Don't forget to comment and let me know which has been your favorite.
Okay, you guys, so here is my outfit of the day. I just have a little white tank top from Walmart. They're $2. They're super soft. And I have it with this beautiful duster jacket. This is actually a swimsuit cover-up that Cup She sent me. I'm gonna leave a link to their website down below. I believe it was under $20. It is so pretty. They were so lovely to work with, and it is such a blessing to receive this beautiful piece. I just paired it with my cool mom jeans and then my Crocs. So I do have neuropathy in my feet. I love these Crocs. I wear them pretty much every day. So anyway, and then I just have my little white earrings. I also got these from TJ Maxx. So that is my outfit of the day. Let me know if you think I can pull off this cover up as a duster jacket. You guys, I love pastels and shabby chic, so I kind of feel like I can do this. It does anyway. I just think it's so beautiful. I couldn't resist wearing it. So I love y'all. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous DIY adventure. If you guys are new, I would love to have you subscribe, be part of my fun and little crafty community here. For everybody that comes back and likes and shares and comments and watches my videos, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. It is such a blessing and a true honor to have you all here. Again, this is episode 13 in my huge I Love Christmas series. We have so many projects for this season. I just cannot wait to share with you guys. So if you need to catch up on any of the other episodes of my I Love Christmas series, I'm going to link the huge playlist down below for you guys to check out. And if you love fall decor or bridal or Valentine's or spring, I have so many playlists you guys can binge watch and get so many fun and easy budget crafty decor ideas. So definitely check out those playlists on my channel. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm hugging you all so tight. Crafting is so good for your heart and soul, so I encourage you guys to keep up the good work, and also remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and until the next video, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.